All that jazz, number 1.
First horror movie, Jaws, at number 12.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, all that jazz does rule.
I saw Shawshank.
I need to see it.
Shawshank Redemption was above most of those things, right? Is that true?
That was number 7.
Let me see this. Hold on.
We're-
Excuse me.
Listeners, we're talking about Mike Flanagan's top 100 movies of all time.
Yes.
Shawshank Redemption is not the number 7 best film of all time.
If you don't, if you're not on Letterboxd, Mike Flanagan,
Lone Star?
who's a director you probably know.
What? I mean, it's a cool movie, but fuck, dude.
He does not give star ratings to any of his entries, which makes
Well,
sense. He
yeah,
works
I love
in the
it.
industry. He's got to,
Oh, wow.
keep people appeased.
I'm aiming to get there one day.
In this order, 15, 16, 17, Before Midnight, Before
Yeah.
Sunset, Before Sunrise, the
Yeah.
3 movies that it hit me last night have been sitting on my shelf for almost a year.
Yeah.
I have made it through exactly one of them.
I know.
You got to watch them all at once.
Buddy, I know.
No, God, no.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
Yeah. yeah. 3 screens.
No, dude, Jaws at 12.
This is
Have any of us actually seen Citizen Kane?
Yes.
Of course he has. I have not.
No.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I don't know what to tell you.
Is it a good movie, or is it the 11th best movie ever made?
To each their goddamn own.
No.
Yeah, to each their own.
Is The Northman on this list?
No, this is good movies. These are his top 100.
No.
Not
he and I got into
shit
it last night.
fucking movies.
We got into it last night
Why?
because
Because he tried to commit perjury. I think that's what that means.
it's not perjury.
Yeah, is that when you make a contract and then break it? Isn't that perjury? What is it legally? Well, that's what he did.
I think it's an eating disorder.
I think if anything, it's me acting in bad faith. But you're also like fascist farmer over here, so like I feel like it's okay.
I think you laid out some terms to qualify my entry into this home that were much more fascistic than anything I've said. I want clean streets. I want quiet theaters. I want happy children. You demand appeasement.
Happy children.
That sounds like Trump's platform.
Quiet children are happy children. Happy children, happy adults. Happy adults, happy Austin. Happy Austin, no more death.
He does have possession at 87.
Yeah.
Which that's trash.
I know.
Pig
Smart.
right above that.
Pig
makes
at
me
86.
Smile.
Unforgiven at 85. The
Does
others
he have
at
the
81.
Unforgiven 2? Where's the
Oh,
Unforgiven 2?
he's got
Are you doing a Metallica right now?
Yeah,
2 Clints on that list at
we're
least.
back together.
Dude, I kind of like Unforgiven 2.
That's a fucking rocks.
Some kind of fucking rules. Unforgiven 3 is...
I didn't know there was a 3.
Yeah, it's on the...
That sounds like a joke.
It's on the new one.
Oh, it is?
Oh
this
wait,
for all
no,
of us?
hold on. It's on Death Magnetic.
Of course it is.
Munich at 96.
I still haven't seen Munich.
What?
I feel like it's a tough time to be watching Munich right now.
It's a tough
Yeah.
time to be watching Munich.
Yeah,
but
maybe not
I
right
want to
now.
watch it because the Berg.
A Tale of Two Sisters at 97.
Spiel?
Yeah.
Spiel?
T2 all the way down at 95.
See, that's what I'm talking
crazy.
about. That's fucked up.
It's
T2
fucked
is
up?
not 95. That's
Yeah,
that's
that
is
like
a top
far-
25
Yeah, it's like
movie.
237 probably.
What?
If I'm making a top 100, I don't know if that makes my list.
What?
I don't know. T1
100?
Probably.
You can name 100 movies that are better.
that I like better.
No.
No.
I love it. Like that's
No.
not how that works.
That's not. It's not possible for you to like 100 movies more than T2. Impossible.
will take you up on that challenge right
Okay,
now. I'm going to
yeah.
name off, rattle off 100
Rattle
films.
off your list. It's etched in stone.
Uh-huh.
And you have.
Well, there are
I
5
promise-
Twilight movies.
Fine. You have 95 slots left. I'm saying you would struggle to not include.
Wait,
T2.
did you just
No, I
suggest that
honestly-
all the
no, I absolutely
Twilight
could.
movies would be above T2?
I'm
for
fucking with him.
Okay.
I'm fucking with
Yeah,
him.
and I didn't take the bait.
Okay.
No, I absolutely probably could.
You would.
I haven't.
You would
here,
struggle.
TBH, I haven't watched T2 in a long time. I love that movie. It's a great movie. Don't fucking get me wrong. I would rank T1 above T2. I like that movie better.
No, that's a mistake. T2's better.
I'll allow it.
Oh, see.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
He has
I
questionable
disagree
tastes.
with fuck you. I disagree, but I'll allow it. Lake Mungo is on this list though at 70.
He loves Lake Mungo.
He has just discredited himself.
I've
for
gotta
me.
rewatch that
Is there a
fucking
single
movie.
GDT movie in there?
Oh, damn. There might not be.
Oh no, it's an
Okay.
invalid list, Mike. It's
Okay.
an invalid list if you don't have at least one.
Michael!
GT.
Mikey Flans. Where's Blade 2?
Paris, Texas at 14.
Yeah, people love that movie. I need to watch that too.
This
Well,
Come
I
and
do
See movie is
too.
supposed to be great. Seems like a really hard time to watch that, but
What?
Ew.
I saw that one. It's just a guy jerking off on a boat.
What is it?
Come into the sea.
Come and
Close
See.
Come and see.
Come
Oh,
and see.
yeah.
Just a guy standing on the edge of
I
a
mean,
boat masturbating.
Is this okay? Like in this order, 30,
this okay?
31, 32.
Sure.
Don't Look Now, Chinatown, The Exorcist. That's from top to bottom there.
Do you enjoy sleeping at night, Cody?
What?
Do you enjoy sleeping?
That's a
at
dumb
night?
question, obviously.
This guy does not sleep at night because you just gotta let this stuff go. You just
No, I am gonna let it go. It's just that
You're never gonna let it go.
I mean, no, I'm gonna let it go.
You're gonna be staring at this on New Year's Eve.
Wait, did he put
prowling
Barbie
around.
in there?
He put everything everywhere all at once. 63. We're moving back to the
Oh,
left.
that's Babe.
No, it's Babe.
Yeah, Babe's great. Babe rocks.
Okay, hold on.
Babe Pig in the City.
The
not so
thing
much.
at 57. There is not
Really?
a single
You don't like that
GDT
one?
movie on here. Memories
no
of
Babe.
Murder 77. Above The Shining at 78. I will maybe accept that.
Is Zodiac below or above Memories of Murder?
I think above.
I think it's below.
Zodiac, the film.
Yeah.
It's on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there.
What?
It was like the left
Yeah.
side, I think. There it is.
49.
Oh damn.
Above.
Wow.
Top
Interesting.
50.
Top 50. Yeah, there's not a single GDT movie on this. So as far as I'm concerned, it's invalid. And further, The Northman is not on the list, so I'm not going to watch his movies anymore.
Hi, I am Curtis. Oh, God damn it.
I'm Austin. I couldn't get this off quick enough.
Did you just say I couldn't get soft quick enough?
No.
Did you really just want to turn it into a SM57 to do that?
Viewers or listeners, you should pay us a little bit of money on a place that I'm not sure if we're going to talk about.
We're not allowed to talk about it.
You can see just what fucking tomfoolery we got to do down here.
I want to do the whole episode like that, like as a robot. But I laughed. I giggle too much when I do it to get through it.
Also, I don't know about either of you, but I can't understand a goddamn thing.
No, absolutely not.
No idea. For those of you who do pay for this version of the show,
I love how his concern was whether or not was the fact that he started laughing immediately. Not that
Yeah.
like no one can understand a goddamn.
I
thing
think
he's
it was
saying.
perfectly not ear legible.
do you?
Illegible.
Did you understand what I said? Can you let me know on Discord? And if so, I will give you a gift. This is Dusty.
You have Shards of Narsil on as your phone background?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. That's cool. I saw a video. Jess sent me a video today of a guy who made a table out of the Shards of Narsil.
I saw
You see
that. Yeah.
Or put the sword into a table.
he inlaid it into
like
wood.
like a resin.
Yeah.
Like a resin mold. Fuck yeah,
Very
dude.
cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It looked really cool.
I'm Cody.
Oh yeah, we got to finish that.
And I'm Lucas.
We're the horror movie podcast. Discuss films that freak you out, and the friendships are even freakier. We are getting toward the end of the year.
We're starting to wind down. One calendar year ends, and then the dawn of a new terrible age in this country begins.
It does. So we're really trying to wring the rest of this
Yeah.
of its joy and soak it up while we can.
Enjoy every day before Project 2025 starts.
And
But not yet. It's 2024, and things are pretty good.
Yeah. So lists on Letterboxd are what we're into right now because we're making our own.
Yeah, we can afford to be into lists on Letterboxd. And yes, we are making our own and checking them twice, perhaps.
Cody, how many times you checking your list?
I'm not gonna lie. I have not looked at my list.
You know you sent a ranked list to us the other day?
I have looked at my list. And by that, I mean I took screenshots of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't, it's funny, it wasn't supposed to be ranked. I tried to resort it.
I know.
I know.
Yeah.
But you didn't click off the ranked thing, probably, is what I'm assuming.
It's exactly what happened. Yeah, it's exactly what happened. So you guys all have a guesstimate of what things are. Also, like, you would have known what some of these were going
I
to be.
like going in pretending like I know nothing about anything you've seen this year. That's the game I play
we
in
do
my
our
head.
year in respew.
Yeah, that's the game. That's
year in respew
Yeah.
episode.
Yes. Yes, that will be coming out, right at the end of the year?
Right at the end.
That'll
of
be
the
the
year.
next episode you're getting
After this one?
after this one.
Oh,
That
yeah.
doesn't feel right.
Is it on the 27th?
I love you just like you know that I know.
I know you know, but I'm sure you're right. But I'm
Yeah.
like that. No. To be clear, I'm not suggesting that like you don't have
Sure.
the
100%.
that right. I'm just saying like
Doesn't
I don't
feel right.
It feels like it should come out like I don't know on like the 31st.
It comes out on
27th?
whatever 2 weeks after your birthday.
Yeah,
is.
27.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because this comes
This
out
comes
on
out on my birthday. Today's my birthday. if you're listening to this on release day, and thank you for spending my.
It's a
birthday
Friday the
with me.
13th, baby.
Yes, it is.
It still always confuses me because we record.
I moved
in the past.
our engagement date, or our engagement party.
Oh, you did?
because
Oh.
it was your birthday. We were going to do it that day. I was like, that's
Oh.
Austin's birthday weekend. We can't do it that one, so we moved it one
Oh,
weekend.
wow.
That's
wow.
so
friendship right
Oh,
there.
I would have been honored to share, but thank you.
Yeah.
But you
very
did it
kind.
on a special day.
This
anyway.
guy
We did. I tried.
wanted to share
honestly,
your party.
I wanted because I wanted to do a Krampusnacht party, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have my cake and eat it too.
Actually, I don't think the world knows this yet. Lucas got engaged.
I'm an engaged man!
He's an engaged man.
Yeah.
Get married.
He's off the market, ladies.
Yep.
I know there were a lot of you listening that were listening to
Oh,
Lucas
this
and
is
wanted
gonna
him.
check this out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, there it is. Did you just stomach pussy the camera? Yeah. Okay.
That's only the special listeners get to see this Josie. Boy, this would be a good time to promote something.
I'm not convinced it worked last time, unless we need to like have a run.
I think
of
we need a
sample
run.
size.
I think we need like
a run.
a one. I think we
Okay.
need like 4 or 5 in a row where we don't talk about a certain thing that we were telling people to go to do.
But I think we could tell them about Instagram.
Okay.
'Cause
Follow
if
us
they-
on. Yeah, it's follow
Yeah,
us on
go to
social media.
Instagram,
Oh, yeah.
follow us, Shudcast, whatever the fuck it is, and there's links there, and you'll see what we mean.
We should get a blue sky,
I thought about that.
as annoying as it is to get
No,
another thing.
I'm
but
going to.
What
I'm
is a
going to
blue
do that.
sky?
it's
It's
the
new Twitter
basically
because everyone quit Twitter because Elon Musk sucks.
Oh, but I heard about. That's right. I heard.
so
about
it's new
this.
Twitter.
yeah. It's
It's
pretty nice
mu-
over
it's
there.
much
I've
better.
been using it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is much better than Twitter.
zero vitriol
Yeah,
in my
it's
feed.
just- and then
It's great.
every time I open Twitter just to compare, and it's just like it's
Yeah.
just like look at this violence. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
I opened it once today for the first time in like 2 weeks because I want to check the Beyond Fest page because of a screening that they're going to announce.
Yes.
And I've deactivated. I'm logged out. Like it won't give me their up to date tweets. Like I know they've tweeted yesterday because like there are people screenshotting and sharing on Discord or whatever. And I go to their page, which is public, and the last tweet they show is from like 4 weeks ago.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Weird.
Yeah,
yeah.
that
So I'm like,
blows
I
now.
can't even fucking.
It blows now.
I'm not gonna go back there for any other reason.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll be on Blue Sky, so find us there, and there will be links.
To a
Yeah.
place that starts with a P.
Yep, probably.
Prison.
You want to talk about the stuff we watched this week, which actually goes back a few because we just put out an episode in which we did not discuss those things.
Because we had a
Yes.
really cool guest. Two really
Did
cool
have
guests.
two real cool
Two
guests.
wonderful
for a Real
guests.
cool time.
I mean, it's out. We can talk about it.
Oh
Lucas,
yeah,
Lucas,
yeah,
you
no,
get.
absolutely.
We're gonna talk about this when you do your stuff.
Are you serious?
Yes, we're gonna talk about this.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Oh,
What's wrong with you?
I am right on that.
Do you know who also lives in this house? Mm-hmm. She'll have you murdered if she sees that.
I know.
Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
And I'm doing that in the face of my lovely fiance who also loves that movie.
It's because we're going to talk about it later.
I watched The Village again. I can't remember
Hell
why,
yeah.
but it was out there, and it's one of Jess's top 4 favorite movies of all time. Love it. I can't believe that I used to be such a little bitch about that movie.
It's the most annoying movie ever made.
No.
Please continue.
What?
Is it the most annoying movie ever made?
I don't like that movie.
Yeah,
But
have you not come around to it, or have you watched it recently? Not that it has changed your mind.
I haven't watched it. I don't remember the last time I watched it. I've watched it as an adult.
Yeah.
I think. I didn't. No, I'm not a fan of that movie.
Interesting.
The end of that movie sends me into an orbit of anger.
Really?
Every time that I watch. Yeah.
I love the ending. I think it's great.
I love it too. I think that movie is one of the most. I mean, it's Roger Deakins, who shot it.
The King.
The King, and it's obviously gorgeous, but I love like William Hurt in that movie especially.
Mm-hmm.
And Jess pointed out something to me when we watched it this time. She's like, you notice that he's almost never straight on camera, like he's never looking at it, or he's never really given a close up. One, there's not a close up in that movie until about 30 minutes in, and it's really fascinating to think about. But yeah, the way he's like just off to the side, or the way he's framed is just like super interesting and cool.
Yeah, that movie kind of rocks.
It does fully.
Yeah. These nerds are wrong.
Then it was B1 Fest. We haven't even
B1
fucking feel like
Fest!
Don't bring him into this. He didn't say anything bad.
Lucas,
about
do you like The Village?
I haven't seen it. I have
Holy
no,
shit.
I have no opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Gotta do that.
Oh, uh-oh.
Gotta do that.
Mm-hmm.
For my Shyamalan theme. We'll watch The Village.
That's pretty good.
Your what?
That would be fun.
We'll see.
Got it. I understand.
It was B1 Fest. I feel like we talk about this way too much because we did have a movie marathon, mini movie marathon, mini episodes. What the fuck? But yes, I gathered as many people who would show up to my house, and I put them through Kill from this year. Woo! American movie.
Kill!
Target.
American movie, also the film about you and me.
Yeah, really
Yes.
is.
Oh God.
Unbelievable.
American movie is a documentary about Curtis and Cody. You'll immediately know who's who.
It is. That movie's become more and more
It's
special to me
such
by
a
the day.
delight. I love that movie so much.
I want that guy's rendition of whatever Metallica song he was playing. I want that version only now.
Yeah. Magic. And I love that, like, at some point there is probably a Black Sabbath song, but we just don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that was delightful.
We talk about that for hours and hours and days. But if you like movies, if you care about them, I mean, if you don't, fine. You'd still get enjoyment out of it.
If
But
you
I think
don't,
especially.
no, but if you don't, I really want to know why you're listening to this.
Yeah, that's true. Why are you here?
What made you click on this thing?
Yep. Target's a mute witness. Also
Yes.
fucking proper rippers in
Targets
your
I
own
enjoyed
rights.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
I had to leave before Mute Witness.
But you'd seen it.
But I'd
so.
seen it. And then I watched Kill on my own, so I've seen Kill.
Oh, fuck yeah. What'd you think of Kill?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's a very appropriate title.
What'd you think of that title drop?
Rad.
Yeah.
Not going to lie, got a little done with the killing before they were done with the killing.
I'm not quite sure what you think you signed up for.
I know. It was on me. But I was like, wow, this is really just Kill. I need to rewatch the last 20 minutes because I did start to fall asleep a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was just getting sleepy. And I'd like nose and I'd look and he'd be like stabbing someone in the throat. I'd be like, oh,
Okay, he's
so
still doing it.
We're still doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's a great action. It's just, it's a little too much of it for me.
Yeah, interesting. It has a lot of really interesting socio-political things about India that I find really cool too. So
They go right over my head. I'm a dumb man.
Essentially, our hero's the bad guy.
Really?
Yeah, and it's great.
Would you like to explain?
Like the movie takes the tropes of one standard Indian cinema, like that opening kind of rom-com stuff, and like I'm not your father won't accept me and all that shit. You're not good enough. But like this is like super upper class shit. And this guy's like, I don't know what business he runs, the father of the main girl.
Oh, what was it? Yeah.
He runs some business, but that clearly has a stranglehold on like the lower class people. It's like the whole reason these bandits like exist is because this one guy has like this monopoly and is like
It's
keeping
like textiles, like something super big like that.
some
Yeah.
huge, ridiculous thing. So like the reason these bandits even exist is because of this dude's oppression. And then like it's funny in the movie, but like they clearly have a big family component.
Yeah.
Like that scene where so many people are dead and they're like cradling their dead loved ones is like funny, but it's like these people that are losing their fucking dads and brothers and shit. So it's like they're kind of the good guy outside of the murder that they do.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway.
This changes my opinion.
Nil. Watch Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jess had never seen it. I included that Billy Zane clip in the B1 Fest trailer that piqued her interest. It's a rad time.
Yeah, it's fun.
Great
Love
movie.
that fucking
Fun
movie.
time.
That was one of my buys for Halloween.
Oh, really?
Yes.
On 4K?
No.
Does it exist on 4K?
I don't think so.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah. I don't know. You never fucking know,
No,
man.
Shout will, I'm sure, do one at some point.
I wish we should have like 30 of these movies. I don't know why we don't.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
We need Tales from the Crypt again.
I know.
That'd be great.
Someone's got to be trying, but it's got to be a fucking rat's nest of legality.
Oh, sure.
Has to be. Because like that's the no-brainer.
Well,
Yeah,
especially given the success of Shudder's Creep Show.
Yeah.
Right. You would assume that somebody was like, oh, we should fucking like do Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, we're
Right?
sitting
Like
on
Tales
this
from the
idea.
Crypt is the brand. Like that's everyone.
Yeah.
A lot of people know Tales from the Crypt.
Yes.
Like, not many people know Creep Show.
Correct.
Accurate.
So that's interesting. I rewatched The Batman because it was Halloween and election time.
And-
I rewatched The Batman.
Yes, he did.
And
And
I have very bad news.
Yeah.
what?
It's bad news.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't want to be a guy who gave The Batman 5 stars on Letterboxd. But I have given The Batman
I'm gonna masturbate right now.
Guys, it's so fucking good.
I
It's
know,
so
dude. We tried to tell
Fucking
you.
good.
I told you over and over again.
Oh my god,
I did.
it's good.
I vlogged my 14th time watching that movie recently. Yeah. I
don't know if it was like finishing the Penguin, so like I'd been in that world for a while, and I was like wanting more of that world. So then I fired it up, and I was like, or I don't know if it was that, or I don't know if it was Curtis's broken 4K that he gave me.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What was broken
It
about
skips. It skips.
Oh no.
I was digging through at Bond Fest, the goodie box, and I was like, the Batman. And he was like, yeah, it skips. It's broken. And I was like, no, it's after I took it. You were like, oh, it's broken, by the way. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, it skips. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was in my. I was giving it away.
You gave him.
Yeah,
I told him.
he gave me a broken thing.
Listeners, for context, if Curtis does a thing at his birthday party where he does Curtis trivia, and if you guess it right, you open this giant chest, you get to pick something.
Yes. Or if you
And apparently he
wait till
puts junk in there now. Now I know that.
Yeah, some things are just broken and shit he's trying to get rid of.
Does the Batman 4K that works 95% of the time better than most things still? Yes.
So what I did, because it actually skipped a couple times, so I ended up pulling up the HBO. I pulled it up on HBO on my phone.
Oh, Jesus.
And I would just, while it was skipping, find my spot, push play,
watch it.
and just watch it until it would catch up, and then I would stop
That's
the
so
phone.
funny.
I'd do that
Hilarious.
two
Are you
times.
serious?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just stop the 4K, throw it out the window, and just stream the damn thing?
Because it
window.
fixed itself, I wanted to see it, the
Yeah.
rest of it, in 4K.
Okay.
It's a brilliant 4K.
It is a brilliant 4. It's just looking right into those
I mean,
blocks.
I think it's a shitty 4K. It skips.
That one.
But
that
guys,
copy's not great.
That movie fucking
did
rocks.
you
I still guffaw when the Nirvana needle drop happens,
Yeah.
but that movie rocks.
did you do the test with the 4K?
No.
That 4K
I care
is the
not
test.
for the depth of the blacks. You
It is-
weirdos.
There's a version of that sentence where I would have clipped out.
yeah, I know. Please leave that in context.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle, that disc.
Yeah.
It's like the Lord of the Rings Blu-ray sets.
Yeah.
They are miracles.
I'll never know.
Moving on.
I watched Heretic.
I watched Heretic.
We all watched.
Did we all see Heretic?
We all saw
all saw
Heretic.
Holy
we
shit.
all saw
Yeah.
Heretic.
We also- that's the first time in a while that we've managed
I
this.
ran to go see that.
To go see it?
Oh, that's right. You were the first among us to see it. Yeah.
I fucking love
What do we think?
this movie, guys.
I also
Yeah.
kind of really love it.
I think I liked it the least of the
Yeah?
group. Yeah.
Uh-huh. For my birthday, just like, what do you want to watch? Basically had carte blanche. So I could have gotten, it could have been bad for her. Could have been real bad. But we watched Rebel Ridge. Because I just needed her to watch that film.
Yeah, again, yeah.
Oh, it's so
she
good.
hadn't seen it yet?
No.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, no, she
Oh.
didn't really. I mean, she had light interest in that. She knows she's into a Jeremy Saulnier movie and like maybe, but like there's a chance that movie makes you feel really bad because of the subject matter.
Of course.
So I watched it twice on my own before watching it with her.
You had to be sure.
Yeah. So it was a good pull for my birthday.
Did she like it?
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
It's hard not to. I told Quentin to watch it, and I found myself like screaming at him about it, and I was like, I chilled out, and I was like, I want to make this clear. Like, I cannot oversell this film. Like, I know that it sounds like I am, but you can't oversell this thing.
Yeah.
So you're going to watch it. I get a text message that night that says, "You were right. You can't oversell that movie.
Yeah, it fucking rocks.
It rules."
So good.
Yep. Then we watched Hot Frosty.
I have. This is part of my a punishment. I have to watch this movie.
Part of your punishment?
Yeah.
Did you
Was
lose
your-
in fantasy?
Yeah, and I lost to Sorrel. Oh, and so I have to watch Freaky Friday,
Which one?
the Jamie Lee Curtis one.
It's great.
Lizzie McGuire movie, and Hot Frosty.
Why Lizzie
all because I bet her the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I was like, you got to do those in one day, and she bet me these three
One
movies.
day.
I love that.
Extended cut?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's a time frame
Yeah,
on
baby.
these.
Have you ever
That's
tried to
fucking
do
great.
that?
I bet big, and so she bet big, and I lost.
Have you
Yeah.
ever tried to do that?
I've done it.
You've done it?
Yeah.
How long does it take?
Oh, that's a
11 hours.
That's all day.
Yeah. I do it once a year.
All of them at
One
once.
day?
Yeah.
In one day?
Yes.
Why don't you just take 3 days?
I want to just have a day where I'm like, I'm Middle Earth now. And watch them.
Middle Earth.
It's not wrong. It's a divine
Fair
experience.
enough.
Yeah, it's great. I love it so much. Hot Frosty. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to punch down the Hot Frosty right now. We love doing like a couple of these a year.
Is it new?
Yes.
Like bad
It's a Hallmark
Christmas
Hallmark
movies.
thing.
Yeah.
right?
Well, this is a Netflix original.
Oh.
But it is because of the Hallmark, the stranglehold that Hallmark has on Christmas movies, and especially particularly shitty ones. Like Netflix is in the game now too, and it's about a guy who's a snowman who becomes a real boy, and he's a hot Frosty. So it was a weird Lacey Chabert double, because then I watched like Black Christmas pretty soon after that too.
Right.
So yeah, hot Frosty
What
guys.
a name.
Frosty.
Hot doesn't even make
I know.
sense.
It sounds disgusting. It does when you see the poster. That is a hot.
That's a hot Frosty.
That's a hot Frosty.
I saw the TV Glow.
Oh yeah.
It's on HBO, and I was like, this is a movie that came out this year. I should probably watch.
Yeah.
I dug it.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, but it's a
kind
good
of a
movie.
challenge. But
That's what I've
dug
mostly
it.
heard is like, I liked it.
Yeah,
No one's been too excited about it.
I haven't ever seen a movie from that perspective before.
I don't think there's many movies that exist like that.
Not at all, for sure. But like, I know there's a because the director is a trans person, so there's a big trans reading to it. It's very queer. It's also very tied to our upbringings. Like it's specifically, did you grow up watching Nickelodeon? Then you have some stake in what this is about. You know, like, did Nickelodeon help to raise you? Then you know kind of what vibe this is going for. And I'm perplexed by it, but I liked it.
I'll check it out eventually.
Yeah. Then I watched a movie called Jurnal Risa by Risa Saraswati. This is a new film. A new film on Netflix. We thought it was Indian because we are cultural monsters. We were like, yeah, let's watch an Indian horror movie. It's Indonesian. But Indonesian horror movie, we're like, fuck yeah.
We know those.
It's essentially like you just mash two Hot Wheels together that are the Medium and Ganjam Hanam Asylum, which like total rippers of their subgenres, but is like clearly not quite as good as either of them at all. But they definitely like try to be that good and interesting and spooky, and it kind of works sometimes. But if you're in the mood for a weird Southeast Asian genre mash 'em up, 'cause it's kind of found footage and it's kind of not.
Where'd you find that?
It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix movie.
Netflix?
Yeah.
Netflix, you weird.
And it presented it to me. It was like number 3 in like what you'd like. I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah.
Let's
yeah,
go for that.
It knows you.
It's very much listening.
Then I watched Black Christmas, which we just did an episode on with Glenn Morgan and Kristen Cloak.
Woo!
Didn't you like that episode?
Would you like us to have them back
Yeah.
to talk about literally something else?
Other
just
things?
whatever thing?
Like
Let us know.
Jet Li's the one.
Yeah.
What a movie.
I think Lucas will come everywhere.
Yeah.
Do we have to warn them?
That movie made me realize Triple R sucks.
That's right. You can't say that on 3 consecutive episodes. You got 2.
Yeah.
This was your second one.
Okay, all right.
If it happens again next week,
I can't. We're going to have a problem.
we got to figure this out.
You're fired, is what he's saying.
I'll pay you to say it again every single episode.
Every single joke's on him.
I'll pay you once to do it forever.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
tell
go
us
listen to that.
Tell us what you thought of that. Should we have more people on?
Yeah.
I watched The Beast Within, a film from this year. Lucas, did you watch this? You might have talked
I
about it.
almost did, and then
Almost
I didn't.
did.
I heard it sucks. I heard it like really sucks.
I kind of dug it. Like I
How
I
many
didn't
stars
really
did you
like
give it? Did you give it stars? Did it
didn't-
get stars?
It got no stars.
This is a shrug.
No stars.
no
No stars does not mean it's a 0-star movie.
Correct.
No, it's
You have to follow my letterbox to
under
get
2.5.
how I do it.
under 3.
Under
Maybe.
3?
It's under 3.
I've seen 2.5.
I gave Journal Risa 2.5.
There's a period in time.
See?
That's a movie from this year.
See?
That shows my cultural insensitivities. Because I'm willing to give the Indonesian movie. I'm like, they won't read this. I know, I'm broken.
I hope it's on a billboard there and they just like weep every day looking at it.
The Beast Within, a Kit Harington werewolf movie. There's some cool shit in it.
Yeah?
I don't think the story quite works. And there's literally a last 20 seconds of the movie that made me go, no. It just made me
20
go,
seconds?
absolutely not.
Will you tell me what it is?
No. Damn it. Not on air. It's a pretty short movie.
Just tell us.
and it's a werewolf film.
No, tell us.
I can't explain. I can't. It takes
The listeners can turn off their music.
It takes
turn it
context.
off for a second.
No,
we
well,
gotta.
Okay.
I gotta
This
talk
later.
about Beezel.
Beezel.
It's not the next thing I watched though. Then I watched The Hills Have Eyes. Wes Craven.
We all watched The Hills Have Eyes.
Three of us did.
Three of us watched The Hills Have Eyes.
Lucas, have you seen this movie?
Nope, not that one.
Worth it. Definitely worth it.
We had a really special experience too.
We did with
Yes, we
Glenn.
did.
He was there.
Glenn was there.
Glenn was there.
Kristen was not there. We had a really cool experience where the actress that played Brenda Carter,
Yes.
Suze Bramlett, or Suze Lanier.
Yes.
Well, you know this person's name
Yes.
so well.
No.
Letterboxd has a different.
For real.
and-
Letterboxd
yeah.
has two accounts for her. They have two there's two names for her. She's because this says that she's only done this many movies. She hasn't. She's had a pretty big career.
Yeah.
But we were graced with her presence.
Susan
Yeah, she was there.
Name.
Talked about just how dangerous the movie was, and Austin had lots of questions about the rattlesnake.
Mostly snake questions, so I didn't ask them because she wasn't in the scene with the snake. But there's a scene in the movie where some woman grabs a rattlesnake and interacts with the rattlesnake, and it is clearly very dangerous, and everyone was in a lot of danger. And do they throw the snake? Yeah, she throws the snake.
I think
at
at
the guy.
that point it might have been a fake snake.
Yeah,
But
sure,
who knows?
sure. But I'm just,
Who knows?
they were all in danger always making
Yeah,
that movie.
I love it.
I really think it was a problem to be on that set.
Absolutely, it's a dangerous. It's fun. It's a good. It's good. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah. I liked it better. I liked it the best I've ever liked it this time. I don't
Yeah.
know if it was that beautiful Arrow Blu-ray, Cody, that you put in, or
Gorgeous Blu-ray.
gorgeous Blu-ray,
Gorgeous.
or the company I was in, or what have you. But I liked it a lot.
It was the most enjoyment I've gotten out of that movie. Admittedly, I still don't think it's that great.
Yeah, sure.
Like I feel like it's like I understand like why it's. I actually don't even understand how that movie exactly became like a household name movie.
Yeah,
Right?
I think it's a really good title, and like it gets pretty fucked up, and so I think people were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you got to
Yeah.
see this movie. It gets fucked up."
It does get
Yeah.
fucked up, but I feel like that one's actually one where I as we were sitting in the room and watching it, I had this thought where I was like, I wonder if this movie had, because I don't remember it. I don't know the history of the film's like popularity, but I honestly wonder if this is one where it was like the resurgence, because if there was a resurgence of popularity because of the remake.
I think absolutely.
Because I watched the original because I saw the remake.
Interesting.
I absolutely saw the remake.
I think
first.
it's a Craven thing. There, people are like,
That too.
Craven goes on to make what he makes, and people are interested in his other stuff.
think that's
good
a
point,
big
And
too.
it's like
Yeah.
not, and it's not like an unwatchable movie. It's like it's interesting.
Not even close. No.
So
No,
like
but-
people, like not everyone knows what it is, but again, like you said, it's a great title.
Tell you what,
It's a great title, and it gets. I mean, once we get into it, I was having a great time.
Oh, it gets when it gets going, it gets going. But there is a solid 25 minutes of that movie that is.
Is this
Dude?
his first non-porn movie?
No, he did
Oh,
Last House on the Left before
Yeah.
this.
oh, that was before this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
And then he had an erotic porno, not porno, between it, and then this.
Really?
And he was a workman
Yes.
guy. Like he would just take gigs. Like
Yeah.
it's interesting comparing him with Toby Hooper, especially with this film, because like
Did Hoop,
watch-
did Hoop do porn?
I don't think Hoop did porn.
I think Hoop did porn.
You think Hoop did porn?
I think Hoop did porn.
Okay. You might
I
have
think we got Hoop porn. 100%.
Hoop porn.
Because I think, am I crazy? Texas Chainsaw was going to be released in porn theaters, so he had like a tight.
I don't think that means that he did porn.
I think it did.
Can't argue. With
You're not
that.
wrong, but I don't think that means he did
if
porn.
you've got ties to porn theaters and you're like, you know where this would work.
Well, no, it's just that it was
could
released
just-
on 42nd Street in New York.
He could
right?
just really like
All Smut
porn.
was released on 42nd Street in New York.
Yeah. So
He did porn. There's some porn.
But anyway, great movie. Watching it with Susan Lanier was
Yeah.
just brilliant, wonderful experience.
yeah.
Awesome to hear her talk about like some just random little tidbits of being in the film, and just what a lovely person generally too.
She's great. Loved watching
Yeah,
it with
wonderful
her.
person.
But watching the hard stuff in this movie made me go like, I'm worried for Wes Craven. Whereas when I watch Toby's movies, I'm never like worried for him. I'm like, he's just having a good time. But like the stuff in this, I'm like, fuck, man. I'm concerned
Yeah.
for Wes Craven and his brain.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it gets aggressive.
Very depraved.
We had a night where Jess got to pick the movie, and we watched Babes.
Pigs in the cities.
Babes, Pigs in the Cities. That's pretty good. No, just two babes, no pigs. This is the movie from this year, the comedy starring
Oh yes.
one of the Broad City
Yeah, what's her
women,
face?
Ilana Glazer and Michelle Buteau.
Oh, Hassan
Hassan
Minaj is in
Minaj,
this.
yeah.
Oh. I like him.
It's really fucking funny and
Yeah.
like disgusting. Like there's, like I think we're all used to R-rated potty humor at this point, but
Sure.
like, especially of the female pregnant variety. Like
Yeah.
this is a movie about being pregnant and single.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fluids,
Oy.
a lot of fucking fluids in
Oy.
this thing.
Hey.
Worth it. I rewatched The Lighthouse because I wanted to. I have that 4K. I was like, I gotta put this on.
Yeah.
I was in a Pattinson mood.
I need to throw
Yeah,
mine
you
on. one of
you
these days.
goddamn farts.
I need to throw this on again.
Yeah,
A big fat A24 thing.
book.
Yeah, my book, my little booklet.
Yeah.
Yeah, movie still rocks.
Catch Me on Any Given Day. It's a different answer, but that's my favorite Eggers movie. It's my favorite of your movies, Cody. I mean, Bobby.
Why, thank you. I don't think your answer's correct, but thank you.
Better than
it's
that
a great
shit
movie.
Northman.
Well,
those fucking blonde bitches and their dumb hair running around in the snow. Man, fuck that movie.
do you think Bobby Eggs thinks that all opinions are beautiful?
No.
No.
He
Probably
definitely does not.
Probably.
Most do not. There's a lot of bad opinions out there.
It's true. A lot of
Like-
fucking
like
opinions.
the
Like the
Northman
one you
is
just
good.
fucking said.
No, I'm teasing. I like the Northman.
It's a great movie.
I watched a movie called Beezel.
Beezel.
Is it Beezel? Beazel?
It's Beezel.
It is Beezel.
They say it in the movie.
So it's not.
many
It's not
times.
short for
Maybe
Beelzebub.
maybe it's Beezel.
There's a 25-minute
I don't know.
sequence where they just go Beezel, 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 Beezel.
They say Beezel.
Can you imagine?
Beezel, 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 Beezel.
I have no other words. It's a film.
Do they scream it at each other like that?
No, but is a weird witch movie, and I'm down for a weird witch movie. And it was kind of fucking spooky.
Yeah.
It's very indie, very low budge, like made with hope and a dream. But there's some spooky shit in it.
Looks cool.
Yeah, it was on Canopy, so you could rent it there. If you
What?
In like a Adam's
The library
Family
thing.
movie type.
No,
Production?
it's not. What do you mean?
I forget the name of their movie.
Oh,
The
got
mom
it.
and daughter
No,
witch
you're right.
movie.
Sorry, I default to 2D's Adam's
Yeah.
Family. I'm like, no.
The Addams family. Yes.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah,
similar.
we're in that
Maybe,
world? Okay.
maybe even a little better technologically.
Okay.
Yes, Austin, that is my foot that you're playing footsie with, and you can.
Pretty cool. Then I watched a movie that I just had a fucking blast with. Gladiator II. Goddamn Gladiator II.
Okay. Okay, here's the thing. I think it started off like the tone of this movie kind of was a little bit like Gladiator on Ice,
Okay, yeah.
where it's just kind of this shallow, like all the best bits of Gladiator 1, just like, and everyone just having, it's just so action, and just like
Yeah.
you're having fun. And then there's a turn where you're like, oh shit, we're actually going to do something. And that's what got me pumped at the end. So like the movie kind of
Okay.
does like it starts real low for me, and I'm like, okay, I'm just here for things blowing up and cool sets, and then just kind of it just ramps up for the whole thing. And
Fuck
I was
yeah.
very unexpectedly like in love with this movie by the end.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I just had a fucking blast. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, it's the script is a little bit of a problem. It's not that fucking big of a problem, but it's a little bit of a problem. It's if anything a little bit uncomplicated, and it takes some easy way outs of things. But like,
I think it like this. I think there's a strong sense of like Ridley Scott wants to make this completely different from one.
Yeah.
He does not want to make one again.
Yeah.
Even though he keeps harking back to fucking one.
even though it's the same structure.
That's what I'm saying. It's
But
like you're kind of doing the same thing, and you're also doing all the quotes of like that wasn't that guy great and all his shit.
yeah. Here, look, and this is why I think we're lukewarm on Gladiator 1, you and I, Austin.
Yes.
I don't give a shit about the Roman Empire. Truly.
I truly don't care.
So like,
at all.
I don't need to have any sort of accurate portrayal. Don't care.
No.
I literally, it's in the fucking movie. Are you not entertained? I
Yeah.
was so entertained. It hurt.
Yeah,
And that's all I give a shit about.
That's all I need from. A
And
Gladiator.
I love all the gay references in Gladiator 2 because I think Gladiator 1 has this weird like hyper hetero
Yeah.
thing
Oh,
around
yeah.
it.
Totally.
That's part of why. That is honestly part of why I don't like it. I can just smell the bros like
Yeah.
absorbing the movie in the wrong way. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
so
Fight
tough.
Club. It's like, no, you don't know.
Yeah.
You're getting
Yeah.
the wrong message.
It's not necessarily the movie's fault, but it's like kind of tough to look at the movie like that
exactly.
sometimes. Yeah.
And not just see like a dude who's like fucking sick.
yeah.
I identify with this gladiator man.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
I'm like Maximus.
I'm
dude.
basically Maximus.
Yeah.
But that being said, my Catholic confirmation name is Maximus.
right.
I mean,
That's
that's
right.
very different.
But I was 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were in
And
the
I
zone.
love I was okay. It's okay
Yeah.
for a 12-year-old to be like, that fucking rules.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Absolutely.
Wait, was it because of the movie?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah. I
for
mean, I
sure.
think when
That's
that
cool.
movie
That's
came
fine.
out, when I'm sure when that came out, we all loved it, right?
No, it was
Oh, of
great.
course.
Yeah. And Denzel in this movie, you're going to hear it from everybody, but Denzel in this movie is magic. Sheer fucking magic. It's the best part of it.
Unreal.
He's
What
just
he does.
unbridled. He's just let loose on this set.
I love it.
It's great. Anyway, that's all I watched.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I have mine open, so I'll go.
Okay.
In addition to the things that we've already spoken about, I watched Trap.
Yeah.
Trap,
I saw this and you loved it.
Trap rocks.
Trap
It's-
rocks!
It's, it's so fun.
It's a solid fucking
It's
movie.
so fun, you fucking nerds.
Yeah.
Like I could see why the nerds would be like, me, like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Of course it's crazy the t-shirt guy brings him to the back. Of course that's crazy. Shut the fuck up and enjoy the movie, you
Exactly.
fucking
Were
nerds.
people acting like that about
Of
this?
course.
Oh.
Ooh, Shyamalan's dialogue. Shut your fucking mouth. You're watching a serial killer who has a daughter doing crazy shit. Shut the fuck up and be glad you get to watch this. Just, God, it's fun.
And you cannot say that Shyamalan doesn't know what he's doing because the movie's called Trap. I did not come up with this thought. This is not an original thought from me. You guys, we probably maybe talked about this. The movie's called Trap, about trapping a person who is a parent. The movie stars Haley Mills, famous for The Parent Trap.
Oh.
He knows what he's fucking doing. Haley Mills is in this movie for
Funny.
just random reasons.
Funny.
It's a parent
Funny.
trap.
Funny.
Rules.
Yeah.
Nerds.
No, like, that's all I can say is people who are like, it's fun, dude. Just like, it's one that you need to just go have fun.
Well, also, it's a fucking movie.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a fucking.
You're in a fucking movie. Right?
Yeah.
Like, what are you?
What are you doing?
Also,
It's fun.
Lady Raven over Sabrina Carpenter and
Yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Lady Raven, those songs rock. Those songs are bops, dude.
What did you just do right now?
I don't think I would go see Olivia Rodrigo before I went and saw Lady Raven.
He's contractually obligated to say that.
I would not go see Sabrina Carpenter before I saw Olivia Rodrigo.
I'd go see Lady Raven before any of them. I don't want to see her act again. But she is such a good singer.
I didn't think she was that bad.
She sings so well. Those songs are so
Yeah.
good. She should pursue that because that's where her strengths lie.
The back half of that movie becoming her film.
I was like, please stop, please stop, please stop. Stop. We have a really good thing going. It's getting weird. Please stop.
I know there's a part where you're like, okay, leave her there, leave her there.
It wasn't that bad.
No,
No, it's
but
not awful. It's not awful, but like, look,
You have you're acting
she's standing
opposite
next
Josh
to
Hartnett.
Hartnett.
Fine.
Yeah.
she's standing next to Hartnett, fucking crush
Also,
it.
Yeah.
also
crushing it.
maybe the hottest white man alive.
Oh, so hot.
He's up
Probably.
there. Yeah,
Maybe
he probably.
right.
Definitely up there. Yeah.
Such a beautiful hot.
That
Oh.
stuff, that's the close-up stuff when he's doing his crazy little things like right at camera.
Oh.
That stuff's so cool.
They're great.
Great.
And
Yeah.
he's so good at it.
They're great.
I would go to a Sky Riley show over all of them. So just
Which was
just
Sky
FYI.
Riley?
Smile too.
Smile too, baby.
Oh.
Oh, well, I haven't seen it. Don't care. So that was Trap. We've talked about all of these other things. We didn't really mention Final Destination, but I watched that in preparation
Oh,
for
yeah,
our
yeah,
conversation because Glenn wrote it and she was in it.
Kristen's in it.
Kristen's in it.
Yeah.
So go listen to that conversation. Then I watched Azrael.
Rules, fucking rules,
Oh, dude,
fucking rules,
it fucking rules.
fucking rules.
So it fucking rules. Then it rules a little less for me. And then the last minute,
rules
it
so
rules
hard.
so hard
Same. We had the same experience.
that it then retroactively made me mad that we couldn't get that ruling
Yeah.
earlier because I want to see more of that world.
Yes,
sure.
Because
Yes.
holy shit, that fucking ending reveal
Yes.
rules.
So rules. Did you watch the St. Lucas?
Nope.
Rules.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's on Shudder. I literally knew nothing about it. I just put it on, other than us talking about it. I just put it on and was just like, oh, here we go. I didn't
Yeah.
know. Was not a. Yeah, it fucking rules.
Fucking gnarly.
It's super awesome.
I went out of my way to find the ability to watch that movie in Toronto, Canada, when I was away on business, and I'm so glad I did.
Yeah.
I was one
Yeah.
of 3 people in one of the biggest movie theaters I think I've ever been in.
No shit.
It was enormous.
Oh wow. I would love to have seen this in a theater.
I also felt like I was going to get stabbed in the lobby of the movie theater.
No, Canadians are nice.
It's Toronto.
Well, it's
They're nice.
Toronto.
Yeah, I wish we'd gotten more of the ending.
Sorry, Curtis.
It's okay.
My knees need to be
Tangled.
stretched.
These will that will likely end
What?
up on some
My knees
urine
are
risk
dying.
view lists.
Oh, maybe.
That will likely end up on some urine risk view lists. I watched for the first time Dirty Dancing.
Oh, fuck
I've
yeah.
never seen Dirty Dancing.
What'd you think?
I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
It does its thing very well. Just the thing it's doing is not a thing that I enjoy very much.
Okay.
Have I seen Dirty Dancing? How did
Oh,
this
man.
happen?
Swayze.
Oh, yes, I've seen it.
I heard someone arguing who would win in a fight: Dirty Dancing Swayze or Ghost Swayze.
Oh, that's interesting. I thought you were going to say
Oh.
Roadhouse Swayze, and we know the answer.
Yeah, we know the answer to that.
argument. Yeah, I think the same thing.
I'd have to see Ghost again.
Yeah.
Because, dude, Dirty Dancing Swayze?
Yeah.
Fucking
I think Dirty Dancing
beautiful.
Swayze would
Yeah,
win.
but Ghost powers.
That's,
that's
he
true.
is Ghost.
Shoot,
That's
it's
right.
Ghost powers.
That's true.
Actually,
Already
that is
Ghost.
a pretty good trio fight. Like, Dirty Dancing Swayze doesn't fuck around.
Yeah.
I shouldn't just give it to Roadhouse Swayze immediately.
Yeah. No, that dude.
Can you imagine the
But
he
kicks?
said a
that
hard
he
Those
would-
life.
two and Ghost Swayze
he had to
fighting.
learn dancing in the streets.
in the streets.
Also, the premise of that movie is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
It's great, right?
It started, and I'm like, this is how we get them to dance together?
Yeah.
The fucking back alley abortion
Yeah.
is how... Okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Love that movie.
But no, it's fun. I'm not going to hate on it. It's just not super duper my thing. Then I went to the...
That final dance number.
it's great. It's fun and stupid. Actually, I'll say this first, then we'll do this. Then I watched for the first time Pitch Perfect. I'd never seen Pitch Perfect.
No shit.
I know. Never seen it in my life.
Amazing.
I
It
haven't
started
either.
auto playing after Dirty Dancing.
Considering one of our friends.
I know. I know.
Oh, it's Shelley's in it, right?
Shelley's in it. Yeah. A
Amazing.
listener, a good friend of ours, is in that movie quite heavily. And the whole time I'm just like, hey, Shelley.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it. It just started playing after Dirty Dancing.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Kaylin's seen it a bunch, loves it. It's great. It's fun. It's super fun.
Good time.
It's a great time. Some of the jokes don't age great, but
I bet.
it's a really good time. Then I went because we wanted to go to the theater. We couldn't get into any of the Glicked festivities. So we went and saw The Wild Robot.
Ooh.
Okay.
Guys.
Yeah.
Listeners, I want you to know that I'm holding Austin's shoulder.
Guys.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It is so beautiful and tender
man.
and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go see it. I texted my mom after.
Oh,
because I
yeah.
was so
Mm-hmm.
there was. I look over during the movie. It's some tender moment. I look over and Kaylin. She looks like she's just watched her whole family be burned alive. She's just multiple times. And sitting next to Kaylin is a man who's there with his wife and his two kids. And this man, he's a bigger dude, bald, glasses, tattoos, like big, strong dude.
Yeah,
Kind of.
yeah.
He had a Sick New World jacket.
Okay. Yeah.
He's just. And then after I hear him say like, "It was one of the best movies I've seen in my life." I mean,
Oh, I love it.
it will rock you.
Fucking
But in a really
cinema.
sweet, earned way. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel. It's not like, and now's where you cry. It's
Yeah.
just like it's not because it's not like sad crying. It's just like so sweet.
Yeah.
It's great and it's beautiful and I did not know that was Lupita Nyong'o
Me
the
either.
whole fucking time.
She's
Holy
brilliant.
shit.
Brilliant.
Who she play?
The main robot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Did not for a second think the whole time I was like, who is this?
Wait. Have you guys not seen this yet?
No.
Oh,
No,
fuck.
they haven't seen it.
Go. Leave now.
Yeah, you guys are fucking up. This movie rocks.
Hell yeah.
It's incredible. Honestly, one of the. I mean, that was to your point, Austin, with the crying. Like, the amount of times that I was watching that movie and suddenly was like, I'm crying right now.
Yeah.
All the
Endless,
time.
it felt like.
Cried
I'm in a
all
big
the time.
crying phase right now, so
Oh,
this might
this will destroy you.
this might destroy me.
It will
Yeah.
destroy
Oh,
you.
Oh, man.
I have retroactively, like the rest of that night and today, thought about the movie, and I started getting misty. I'm getting misty right now just thinking about parts of that movie. It is so sweet and so great.
Oh,
I thought
Cannot-
about calling my mom so many times. That movie made me want to be a better child to
Yes,
my mother.
Yes,
Right?
Dang.
same.
Yeah. Incredible
oh
film.
no, this might destroy me then.
Oh, it'll rock. It'll rock. Yeah, it's a mother-son
rock me.
story.
Yeah,
and
it'll rock
that
you.
might rock
It
me.
rocked me. Yeah, I texted my mom after.
Yeah.
I was like, I love you.
I love you, Mom.
You're a good mom. Fucking love you.
Fuck
I
yeah.
fucking love you.
Love that. Giving moms their due.
Yes, it's a great movie. I highly recommend it. And those are all my things.
Well, I guess we're going in this order, so I'll go now. We talked about. Let's see here. We talked about that. I rewatched Shrek.
Yeah.
Nice. 5 stars. Incredible.
Incredible.
Incredible. Wait, you don't like it?
I don't like Shrek. We've talked about this. I watched it recently. I don't like it.
Oh man, I love Shrek. I think it's just so great. Watched Will and Harper.
Okay, yeah.
Have you guys watched this yet?
Nope.
Really? Do you guys know what this is?
Yep.
Will Ferrell and one of the
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, now I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
How is that?
it's great.
It's great.
It's
it looks great. I really want to see it.
Listeners, for context, it's Will Ferrell and one of his best friends and also a co-writer or a writer on SNL. Comes out, years and years and years after knowing Will, as a trans person, and they are going through, they're transitioning, and so there's this big discussion of her new name is Harper, and there's this big discussion of Harper is unsure of how this country, which she loves so much, is going to see her and treat her, given the way that she's changed. And she, in her previous life as a man, had traveled all around the United States road tripping and had all of their favorite spots, right? So the Will Ferrell's idea was, well, fuck it, let's just go on a road trip together and do this. We'll do the journey together, right? And I'll learn, and in doing so, Will Ferrell will learn more about this and his friend's experience, and they'll also experience America together like this, right? And at first, when the movie was described to me, I was a little bit like, that feels maybe a little exploitive. And I watched it, and I felt almost icky for even feeling like it might be exploitive. It's beautiful. It's so heartfelt. It's
Nice.
very, very, very good. Strongly recommend.
Hell yeah.
I want to see that.
I rewatched Gladiator
Yeah, he did.
for the first time since I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's a fine movie.
Good.
Perfectly fine.
Good movie.
Everyone's coming around.
It's
To
perfectly
the
fine.
A-man.
I
It is
like-
perfectly fine.
I think like for the time that it came out, it like probably remains a masterpiece. In that, like in the year that it comes out, right? Like in that era.
It's a very specific type of movie
Yeah.
that really isn't made again
Nope.
and is maybe the best version of that.
Yep.
So, like, yeah.
Even the way that it tells its story feels very like 2000 era, right? It doesn't, I don't feel like it ages well. I noticed some things this time around that I'm like, that's fucking weird. Like I think I've expressed
It wasn't
this.
nice to see like Prime Crow again.
Look, Russell Crowe he's a powerhouse in that
great.
movie.
Crow Prime.
Crow Prime.
Yeah, he's a powerhouse in
He's
that
great in
movie.
that
But
film.
like,
We got Crow Prime last year in the Pope section.
yeah, it's true.
That might be
it's
Prime
true.
Crow.
Watch your mouth. He is currently in his prime.
and he's still like, no, he's great in that movie. It's just that like the movie itself, just like there are some things that happen in that thing that like I'm like, what's happening right now? It feels very like it feels overproduced.
A lot of it involving Joaquin Phoenix. Why are you laughing?
No, I mean Joaquin Phoenix in that film is like it's
the
just,
hell did you just say?
it's palpable how great he is in that
He's
film.
really great.
He's just so great, right? Acting like better, like he's making everybody else in that film feel like they're like good
Excuse me.
actors, right?
Excuse me.
What?
Save.
Oh, except
one
except
person.
for the greatest actor in history, Oliver Reed.
Yeah.
Now that I know that Oliver Reed scene is like early CGI
Yeah.
and early deepfake, I now can't unsee it.
It's incredible, though, right?
But it's incredible that like
For that time? Yeah.
you
Yeah, it's
you would
crazy.
have no idea that like until you said that I had no fucking idea that
was
was
dead.
Since saying that looks like
That
that,
man
and
was
we
dead.
got that fucking
Yeah.
dumb shit in Romulus.
yeah right dude right that's exactly what I said to Matt.
See, they
Fucking right.
can do it. They just don't care enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was fascinating that Maximus is constantly praying to dear Father in front of a pagan altar of Roman gods, plural. And that felt very like, okay, so seems like some producer was probably a little bit concerned about pissing off the Christians. So we're gonna use more like traditional, like, oh, Father could be interpreted as just
Sure.
God.
Christianity was peaking.
Yeah,
during
right.
when that movie
right.
came
Well,
out.
because it's like, this movie takes place in 108 AD.
I mean,
Come on, man.
Trending high.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
we were just before Passion of the Christ.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're-
Trending
That was-
real high.
That was peak 2000s
that was peak.
Christian moviegoers.
It also seems insane to me that like he spoilers for the Gladiator. He goes from somewhere in Germania, which is basically the continent of Europe. It's just all of Europe, right? Like at that period of time, it's in Germania that is huge, right? Goes from somewhere in there. We can probably assume that it's somewhere in Germany or France, like given like the
Barbarians,
the topography of what we're looking at in the barbarians, and then he goes south to somewhere in Spain, right? On a horse.
Vespa.
yeah. I love that too. Like I had this moment, I was like, wow, the directors have now tricked us into believing that Russell Crowe travels like crazy distances on a horse or a Vespa. The fact that he makes it as far as he does in that horse is insane, right? And then this is one man on one fucking horse. Great. And then he gets there, finds his wife and son dead, and then he just lays down.
That's what I do.
Yes. But if slave traders came and picked you up off the ground, would you just let them take you?
I'm a slave now.
Okay.
What do you do?
When I realized that was how he gets to North Africa, I was like, what?
But also by horse-drawn carriage.
They skip the part where they're on the ship. They skipped that part decidedly. No, it's literally like he finds wife and son dead, lies on the ground crying, continues to lay on the ground crying. Slave traders come and pick him up and put him in captivity.
I have no problem with that at all.
Oh, that drives me insane. He's a fucking general.
Does it bother
you?
He
fights.
Don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
It drove me at the fucking wall. Also, damn travesty that Oliver Reed died during the production, because I feel like the way like his death scene feels like it was like, oh well, he's dead, so now we got to figure out how to deal with this.
The character is supposed to live.
Right. I was gonna say like he's Gotti, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The next time you lie down, I'm gonna have slave traders come take you away, and then you're gonna know what it's like.
The next time you lie down.
All things considered, it's a perfectly fine movie. I don't think it's the masterpiece that I remembered.
Correct.
Also, still crazy to me that like Hans Zimmer reused that theme.
I know.
And it's so like it's so distinct, right? Like composers reusing themes is not unheard of, obviously, but like that is so specific.
Yeah, I know. I think he probably was just like, oh, I'll just lift it for this little pirates thing, and then it like everyone
Disney was like, oh, use that over and over and over again.
Kept seeing it, and he's like,
what's interesting is the guy who did Pirates is like one of his homies. Like it's not a Hans Zimmer movie.
Pirates is not a Hans Zimmer score.
Yeah, the sequels are.
But yes, but he did. But like the guy who did score it was like,
he's like one of his underlings.
It's like one of his underlings.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he likely wrote like or contributed to the Gladiator version, which is why it was like, oh,
interesting.
So it's the same camp.
I didn't realize that.
It's weird though.
It's
like,
super
just
weird.
Very strange.
That no one was like,
Hans, I don't
it's
know.
in a movie
man.
already.
I rewatched The Fellowship of the Ring Extended.
Boo.
Because
it's the greatest thing that's ever been made.
it's so marvelous.
Wheels, I don't give a shit.
I was on vacation with Quentin and Scott, and they were kind of like there was some like discussion over what we were going to watch.
Oh, I bet that was a fun one.
And they were like, no, it was civil.
No,
but then at one point, like Troll showed up on Netflix. Remember, like the kaiju Norway kaiju movie?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And Scott was like, oh, I've heard that's cool. We should watch that. And Quentin's like, yeah, I'm down. So I press play. It's on for 2 minutes, and both of them get up to go take showers.
Just like I'm leaving now.
So they're leaving me
take
here
showers.
alone, right?
Together?
No. But
Chill, we love you guys.
Sitting here alone watching this film that I'd already seen, right? And I was like, well, fuck you. So I just turned on Fellowship Extended, and they came back in. I was like, you left me alone.
Yeah.
Correct.
And Quentin was like, oh, I'm in, right? And then we just proceeded to do that. Greatest movie ever made.
It's true.
Watched Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone again.
Second greatest movie ever made.
No, it's not.
I love that movie.
I love that movie.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. I don't think that's not the strongest one.
No.
It gave you Hogwarts, so bite your tongue.
I prefer the earlier ones to the
books
later
give me
ones,
Hogwarts,
though.
but
It's the magic feeling.
The magic
is
feeling is
strongest
real.
in the first three.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
I agree with 2/3 of that statement.
However,
3 is the best movie.
I
It's true.
always
3 is the best.
skip one because I just don't like watching the kids.
Okay.
I want to
Because
get to. I
they
don't know
make you
why they're
uncomfortable?
too tiny.
They are,
It's like-
they
you know
are
what I mean?
really tiny in that
They're
one.
really tiny.
Really tiny.
The movie does feel like a warm hug, though. It's
does.
it's just
Yeah.
a really
Oh,
nice
the
job.
warmth.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
warmth.
Chris
great.
Columbus
Great
knows how to
Yep.
do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just it's got his stink all over it, and it stinks so good.
Oh, he crushed that.
Yeah.
Black
All
Christmas,
all that production design. Oh.
Hills Have Eyes. Watched what I think is the worst of the Harry Potter movies, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
And I
I
love
thought you were
going
going
to
to say The Hills Have Eyes is the worst Harry Potter
No.
movie.
It is. Harry Potter's not even in it.
Bad Harry Potter movie.
Harry Potter and the Hills Have Eyes.
That's really good.
Call Warner Brothers. Yeah, I don't
Oh.
think Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
I
is,
love that fucking
I
movie.
do not like that movie.
Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
Really, why?
I honestly wonder if part of this is due to like my memory and love of those books. And like I just don't think that the first movie or the second movie like really do the book like a great justice. The first one does I think does a good enough job. The second one I just
Job.
huh?
I think the first one does a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The second one I don't think does anybody else hear that?
Nope.
Yeah. It's fine. It's
Okay.
never in the episode.
The second one I just doesn't cut it
Really?
for me. It's not at all what was taken from my
Huh.
memory of the
Interesting.
book.
Gilderoy Lockhart, though. That's that good shit.
He's so
Great
great.
Oh,
shit.
he is so good.
No, that one just doesn't do it for me.
Sure.
Rewatched Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Amongst Thieves or Honor Among Thieves. I mean, the amount of times that movie breaks me
Yeah.
is just it's insurmountable at this point. Like that when the best Chris has the broken moment where he glitches out. I think I have a heart attack every time I watch it.
What's the one with the bird thing?
Jonathan!
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Oh,
Jonathan.
Jonathan! It's
Yeah.
the fucking best, dude.
The moment they said the name, I was in tears. I was like, because it's like a perfect D&D name. Like that's what someone would. Just it's a one letter off regular name. Like that is like a regular table D&D
Yeah.
name. It's like
Yeah, and like as somebody that plays the game, right? Like it's
Yeah.
they just do such a wonderful job of creating that. I do still love that those mouth breathing freaks were losing their goddamn mind that they let the one character wild shape into an owl bear because that like
it's not too big of a character.
it's too big of a
It's like
right.
CR4.
Something insane, right? Where it's like, come on, it's fine.
Shut
it's
the
a
fuck
movie.
up, nerds.
It's fun.
Have fun.
And
The
that's
new tagline of the show.
Yeah.
And that's all I would watch. But I would like to announce that at some point in the near future, the three of you should keep an eye out for a wonderful celebration that I'm going to have in the backyard. This is not what you think it is.
Oh.
No.
I have purchased a fire pit.
The smokeless one.
Smokeless one.
The
Stove? Bleep that. They don't pay us.
No,
realize
I,
it's a
no,
brand.
no. I bought, but I just like a propane fire pit
Okay.
for the outside on the deck.
Hell yeah.
And we are going to do a double of.
Northman Revenant.
No. I thought of a better one.
Oh.
The Northman Conan.
Oh. Spray.
So everybody grab your fur coats
Hell
and
yeah.
prepare to sit in the backyard and
When
watch.
will that be?
Probably soon. We're figuring out when.
Oh, this
yeah.
this
Probably
year?
not. It might be January, just because
Okay.
December's tough for
Sure.
everybody.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
want
do
us all to have a really
January.
good time.
No one's doing shit in
Hell
January.
yeah.
Yeah, and shittier movie Saturday may still happen in
Well,
December.
Okay.
Can you smoke a bunch of like bush meat or something?
Bush meat.
I have ideas of a wonderful meal. I did Lucas and I briefly talked about the notion of if anybody's a vegan or a vegetarian, this is a trigger warning. Roasting a whole pig over a spit.
Fucking damn.
But what I was
Pig that lives over here?
sure. Take the domestic pig. No, I was gonna. I think I know someone who hired a company
steal the
that
pig.
did this in their for a party that they had. So I'm like, if I can get enough people to throw down on the roasted pig in the
Hire
backyard,
people for this?
I don't want to deal with it.
We can steal the pig.
Okay, we'll steal the pig.
We'll handle it. Lucas and I'll handle it.
I don't trust this. Anyway, moving on, please. Lucas.
Okay, here we go. I don't have this written down, but I watched Jet Li's The One. It's a perfect movie. There are no problems with it. And I regret not asking Glenn about because that was kind of one of the first movies to touch on the concept of multiverses.
Yeah.
And I forgot to ask him, like, where'd that come from?
Yeah. Maybe in the future we'll get to do that.
Maybe in the future we'll ask him.
Also, listeners, if you haven't listened to our episode with Glenn Morgan, here's a little teaser for you. Did you know that the one was initially supposed to star The Rock and not Jet Li? If
Take
you
that.
didn't, and you haven't listened to our episode, go and listen to our fucking episode.
There was almost the one with The Rock.
Thank you for that segue, because I also watched San Andreas, and I gave it 1 star because that no.
Wow.
Because Because no.
Boo.
Because
It is an
no.
objectively horrible movie that I watch with my jaw on the floor, but
Yeah.
it's such a good time.
I saw it once in the theater
I haven't seen it.
and did not feel quite that way. So I don't know.
It's
Where
like
I'll
look,
land
if we're
today.
gonna do this whole thing where it's gonna be like the biggest natural disaster that's ever happened, you are going to be very CG and visual effects heavy. The visual effects have to be good, and you know what? They're not good.
It's a laughing moment. You can laugh at that.
What's
It's
interesting-
okay to find joy in
No one's
Yeah,
putting
nerd.
on
terrible.
no one's putting on electric performances.
I feel like we're gonna look back on this Perry and the Rock's career and be like, "What the fuck was he?" Which I know he's thinking about right now. What was
Yeah.
this man thinking? This
Actually-
man at the peak of his powers fought an earthquake and a skyscraper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, you really could have made a couple other decisions. I'm all here for wild choices, but
Yeah.
the fact that the movies
Wow.
aren't great, doesn't help.
Well,
Did
he's
we-
not an awesome dude.
Did we already talk about Venom: Last Dance?
Yes,
We did.
Yes, we
okay.
did.
I watched Anora.
You did?
I did.
I got to go see this fucking thing.
I want to see Anora.
It's
heard it's
so,
so good.
fucking good.
I've heard it's
Yeah.
good.
Oh my god! I've my one of my things in my review was that it belongs in the holy trinity of stripper movies, along with Showgirls and Magic Mike.
Oh.
Yeah. Goddamn right.
Yeah, it's
so
directed by
excited.
the guy who did Florida Project. I don't know if you guys have seen Florida Project before,
Yeah.
but like same feels. Just a wonderful take on a coming of age story.
Hell yeah.
I watched Heretic, which we will talk about later. We watched Gladiator.
Oh yeah, 2 eyes in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
That's all he can remember.
That's it. No,
He
that's all I
doesn't
wrote
use
down.
his letterbox.
I had a very fucking short thing. Yeah, Nora rules. I go see that as soon as
Wow.
possible.
I want to see Anora.
Oh,
Are you breaking, Cody?
yeah.
What?
Are you breaking?
You mean, do I need to take a break to pee?
However you want to take.
Am
that.
I going to snap?
Damn it.
You could have done better.
I know, but
That's-
I'm just in the mode of like we haven't gotten you in a while,
Yeah,
and
I
I
know.
we didn't have a good end. You've been
Yeah.
keying into it. The
You're
fact,
too high alert.
I was gonna ask him what the cookies were that we were eating.
yeah, dang it.
Then I would have said ginger. And then I would
and
have
then
said
you would
ginger
have been like,
snaps.
"Why are you asking me about the cookies now?" And we were like, "Ginger snap!"
I
we
love
could've
how
got
you just
you.
assumed that I've been like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Gosh. Yeah, that's what we watched this time, baby.
Ooh.
I'll go
Last.
second.
First.
Wow.
Third
Damn.
it is.
How about that?
Wow.
Ginger snaps from the year 2000. Correct? 2000?
2000.
We're going to
2000.
shut this baby
2001.
down. 2001?
2000.
We will
2001.
discuss that in
The year the towers fell.
65 seconds. 3, 2, what?
Ginger and Beatrice are super gothy, edgy kids in high school that have a suicide pact, and there's a string of animals getting killed in the neighborhood. They're walking around one night, and they get attacked by a werewolf, and Ginger gets attacked. Then a drug dealer in a van runs the werewolf over, and
And then Mimi Rogers, their mom, and she's like, "Oh, you got your period," so it's a big period allegory. And they're trying to figure out. And the one guy who's a super creep has sex with Ginger, and she turns him into a werewolf. And then the sister goes to the drug guy to get a cure, and they make a cure.
And then, so they like go through books and they realize that if there's this plant, they can turn into a tea, and they turn it into a tea into a heroin, and she's gonna go give it to Ginger. But oh no, the guy shows up, so she stabs the guy and gives it to him. But it works, so she's got to go more. So Ginger's getting worse and worse and more werewolfy. And as
Ginger accidentally kills someone at school or at their house. She hides him in a freezer, and then they go to a dance, and then at the dance they fight the guy, and then he hits her in the shovel. They go back to their house, and then she stabs the sister. Oh, God
you
damn it.
wanted last.
I know there was so much left.
We were doing pretty good.
yeah, we were doing really good. We got
pretty
through a
good.
lot of that movie.
That's.
It's
This
also
is kind of a beefy movie.
there's a
It
lot
is.
that happens in that fucking
You're
movie.
right.
I
Yeah,
forgot
it's quite
about
a
that.
bit.
They do a lot of things.
I forget every time that this movie's beefier than I think it is. I'm like, this is a quick 85-minute thing. No, this is like
Yeah.
110 minutes.
100
Like,
and that is exactly what led me to my chaos day of trying to watch this movie while I had a very, very, very busy day at work.
oh, yeah. Yeah,
It was-
that's tough.
Yeah.
Is that why you took second because you didn't finish it today?
picked first. And admittedly, yes, I did not watch the last 30 minutes of this film. I have also seen this movie about 10 times.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, you're exempt.
This is week 3 of It's Not a Phase. Werewolf movies on the Shudcast. Lucas, you picked this film.
I did.
And before we get into it, I have to pee.
Cool. Why'd you pick this movie?
Because I have not seen it.
Yeah.
I have heard
You hadn't seen
I had
it.
not
Oh,
seen it. And
wow.
I had heard very many great things about it.
Yep.
Wow.
And I'll just kick things off. This movie's not for me.
Oh, not for you.
No.
Didn't like it.
Interesting.
Your own movie.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm, and I want to hear you guys talk about it. I want to know why this movie seems like it's not just like liked; it's beloved.
It is beloved.
I think it's beloved because it's I think it's heartfelt. I think it's accessible. And I think that but accessible both in in terms of the content of the film and then kind of the bubbly nature of it, right? It's feels like a teen movie in many ways,
very
right?
much
It's the teeniest, angstiest movie I think I've ever seen.
But it has, but it plays with so many different themes throughout the film, and it wears them on their fucking sleeve, and it's so easy to identify what they're doing that I don't feel like it. I feel right, because people watch movies and they go, "Oh, I see what they're doing. That's cool," right? They feel good about just being that dopamine hit of being able to just watch a film and being able to follow whatever they're trying to analyze with it, right? And I feel like this movie is very, very, very. It's very easy to look at this movie and go, "Oh, they're doing a thing with puberty," right? And I think just stuff like that. I don't know. I admittedly, I don't think that I love this movie as much as most people do.
Sure, and I probably maybe agree. But, there's something to be said about it being an early female-driven version of this.
That too.
Yeah.
Again, with the I saw the TV glow sort of thing. Is before this, I don't know how many of this perspective we had gotten, and especially for this era, this generation.
Or
It's a brand
werewolf.
new thing. Or especially with werewolves. It's always dudes and werewolves, right?
Always.
Which I'm really happy you picked this because it at least gives us a different perspective, which is rare for these movies. It's about the darkness
can't do
inside of
Howling
men
2.
because we can't do Howling 2. We've done that movie before. It's always about the darkness inside men,
Right.
That's the thing with werewolf movies that can
that's
be
the trope.
tiring sometimes, I think. That and this is proto Jennifer's Body.
Dude,
It is proto-Jennifer's
I'm watching
Body.
this. I'm I even said to him, there's no world where Diablo Cody did not see this movie.
Oh yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
To the point where I appreciate Jennifer's Body less because I think
Oh,
it's
really?
such a
Interesting.
rip. It's such a rip just because obviously just even down to their dynamics is the identical dynamics to Megan Fox and
Amanda Seyfried.
yes.
Yeah.
The quiet, kind of awkward, and then becomes sexual and empowered, and the jealousy of the sexual. It's just
That's true, but I feel like those are archetypes too, right?
There are archetypes, though I think it's a pretty direct take from this film. But I think for me, everything else in Jennifer's Body is very fresh and
very its own.
This is a little shaggier, a little more
Well,
indie.
actually, now that I'm thinking about it, though, there are
Dude,
lots
it's
of
nuts.
beats, literally beats.
Sure,
that show up.
the Kyle Gallner thing and the kid in this one.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
definitely have those beats for
Yeah.
sure. But I think Karan Kusama directs the shit out of Jennifer's Body.
I
think it
completely
looks
agree.
like
I think she's great. I love that movie, but I was just rewatching it this time. I was like, oh god damn,
it's
'Cause
all there.
I hadn't seen Jennifer's Body before. Yeah, it's all.
So is
right
it just
there.
the Megan Fox of it all that makes that one a little more of a relevant in the zeitgeist thing than Ginger Snaps?
It's also a much bigger release.
Yeah,
because of Megan
I think
Fox.
it's that more than anything.
It's-
Honestly,
it's
I
a
think
better
that
movie.
Jennifer's Body.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree. But I think that I think at this point, Jennifer's Body and Ginger Snaps are probably on an equal plane and playing ground as far as the amount popularity.
I think Jennifer's Body's still
think
the
it's
more
still the
known.
bigger
Yeah, you
one.
think so?
I think if you
Yeah.
asked just randos, not the weirdos like us, randos, I think more people are going to know Jennifer's Body over Ginger Snaps.
Ginger Snaps is the most Canadian thing we may have ever
Oh.
seen. That's not a David Cronenberg
I was
movie.
we started it and I was with Kayla and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is a Canadian movie. And then the next shot was the kids playing hockey in the street. I was like, this is a Canadian
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
They're only hockey.
Yeah. Oh, field hockey?
Yeah.
Street hockey? Ice somewhere. It's it's hot Field hockey.
It was probably June.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean like when they're filming it? Because I forgot this is a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about
Oh,
that.
we gotta play our field hockey, because
Yeah.
it's not cold enough for the winter hockey. And then, like in the next shot, one of them was like, "Oot," and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is so Canadian."
One thing that I always forget somehow with this movie is how many dogs die.
Oh,
So many dogs.
It opens with a dead dog.
Jesus
And I was like,
Christ.
"Oh,
But
shit."
it doesn't. It's not one of those like cheap shot dead dogs.
It's
just
not
like,
really.
It's just like
It's still a lot
they're
of dead
killing
dogs.
the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Get
not.
you in there.
It's not a like heartstring,
No.
make you sad dead dog. It's just a like these dogs are dead.
It's a plot device.
I have a huge question about the second dead dog, the dead dog in the field.
Yes.
Is that a real dead dog? Is that a literal dead dog? Is that a vision of a dead dog?
I think it's real.
It's real. Oh, the
No
fact
one noticed the dead dog in the field. They just
I
like,
said the same
oh,
thing.
just run around that dog, eh?
And then she just falls on
Don't
it.
just
step in
falls
the
in it.
dog.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, you're right. Falls in it, not on it.
Yeah, because Kaylin was like, wait, where did that dog come from? And I was like, because it's a Rottweiler body.
Yeah.
And then the bitchy girl that they hate has a Rottweiler. So I was like, maybe that was like a vision of the Rottweiler that
no.
she's going to eventually
Nope.
kill. But no, there's just dead dog in the middle of the field.
Yep. just happened to be there.
I have one thing like that too. So that drug dealer is operating out of a greenhouse.
Yes.
We don't know what the greenhouse is for a long time, and then suddenly the mom's like, "Oh, the county greenhouse. That's a government building."
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't clock that.
Dude, Canada's crazy.
I don't know. It's
That's
on
like-
the side of his van. I don't know if that's like, I don't know.
So he's just growing weed in a government building when it's 2000. Weed's still very illegal.
Well, it's also don't forget it's Canada. It's not the United States.
I don't think it was legal there. then.
Did 2000?
I don't think it's legal, but I think it's also like a lot less.
Yeah, they're a little better about. They don't want people
Still-
in prison. We do. Yeah. So they're a little better.
Still.
But yeah, no, that's fair.
And I loved that. I don't know what the them having to make the antidote look like heroin
Yes.
Yes.
was weird.
You got to
Yeah,
inject
I-
it, so you got to like.
I think they're
you
trying
know.
to play with teen drugs,
think that's
sex,
exactly-
rock and
absolutely what
roll.
they're doing.
So they're just
Great.
trying to get that imagery of like
Yeah,
teens doing dangerous things.
doing dangerous things to suppress like normal teenage drama behavior, right?
Oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Good
it,
point.
and I think they do that like really quite beautifully,
yeah,
all things considered.
yeah. I do think there maybe in this movie at times are too many different ideas.
I
they're
think so,
playing
too.
With, and it kind of gets mushy and a little messy in terms of like I lose what I'm supposed to be at times. Like taking from this,
I
other
agree.
than just like here's a bunch of ideas.
And I because it's a
Even
point
down
at-
to like her killing her sister at the end.
yeah, it's
I'm always like, what am I supposed to do with
it's like being screamed teenager.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Teenager, right?
Yeah,
At,
yeah,
like
yeah.
just over and over and over again. Like I don't remember the actor's name. The one that plays the boy that turns into the that gets the
I know you're
werewolf
talking
stid, right?
Oh, you mean not who's the new guy who looks just like him? He played the Joker in the Batman.
Barry Keoghan?
Yeah.
You think it looks like him?
Oh yeah.
Jesse
I've seen
Moss.
Jesse Moss. Yeah, when Jesse Moss
Yeah. Yeah.
turns into the
I mean,
like
it looks just like him.
when he corners Beatrice in that room, right? And he's got like pimples and zits and shit, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, so and he's like like looks hungry for women, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, I see what you're doing, right? Like,
Yeah.
I was that unfortunate boy
Yes.
at one point in my life, right?
Yeah.
Those are like I love that they do things like that, but it all feels very like there's a lot. You're doing a lot of this,
Yeah.
right? A lot of this, and just screaming it at me the whole time.
Yes. It feels very, very scattered. And even like, their little like suicide pact and then being all like dark and morose feels
That the opening of this
Pointless.
movie where they show you their death photos made me wildly uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, those
They're
are
good.
Those are
They're great.
graphic.
They're
But
really
like,
that
like
shit.
that's like I had friends that did that shit. So like
Cool.
that stuff. Point being, like this all feels very familiar,
Yeah.
like real life stuff.
Yeah.
That they're playing with, and I love that they did that
Yeah.
with this.
I cackled and I thought of you guys immediately just because of how many conversations we had about this. Like one of the opening shots after like the credits you get is they're on the field hockey pitch and Bridget is standing there just the most goth thing you've ever seen in your life. She's like turned inward.
Yeah.
Just this. Just
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette. Just like hot goth.
Yeah.
Just it pains her to be outside in the cloud-covered sun.
The cloud-covered Canadian sun.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, that's so good. It's so painfully goth. I
Yeah,
loved
it is.
But I love that performer. I think she's excellent. Emily Perkins plays that role. She was, and I haven't seen this in years and years and years. She was the main girl in Stephen King's It, the miniseries.
Yes.
I was looking
Yes.
her up and I was like, oh, they both had pretty good careers.
Oh yeah,
They've done lots of great stuff.
yeah, and like I think this is something very easily that either of them. Movie obviously hinges on these two performances and their relationship. That like
Yeah.
I think it could be nigh unwatchable if you don't
Completely agree.
like watching either of these people or you
Yeah.
don't buy it. And despite Bridget's unfortunate wig, I'm like, you're fucking great at this.
Yes.
You're really good at this.
That's absolutely
Oh,
a
yeah.
wig, right?
Yeah.
There was a moment today when I was watching her, I was like, or is it like they basically like took her hair and like left it in a flattening iron for like
Yeah.
or straightener for like an hour
Yeah.
and permanently damaged it forever.
I mean, there's a world where that's true,
That is definitely
that's
possible.
very much a wig.
No, and I think because I watched it with Kaylin, obviously, and she didn't love it, but she did comment how good the performances were. And I think for all of this movie's flaws, which I noticed more of on this go around, the performances out of them are fantastic,
Oh yeah, I mean,
And-
Catherine Isabel is
and just keep you watching
great.
joyously the whole time.
Yeah.
I felt.
And it's funny, Emily Perkins is 4 years older than Catherine Isabel.
She's like in her early 20s when they filmed
Yeah.
this, right?
They're
She's like
both in their
23.
20s.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't say she was hot.
Yes.
Yes. you
Okay,
can.
cool.
Yeah, no, they're
Absolutely.
they're both adults. Yeah, they're both
Oh,
adults.
this girl's supposed to be 15.
Catherine,
Catherine
I'm not going
Isabel?
to say anything unless I find
Do,
out that.
do we all recognize Catherine Isabel from
Oh,
a very
yeah.
wonderful film that we've all seen together many times?
And from one that we've covered on this show.
Correct.
Uh-oh.
What?
Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
look at it go.
Two movies we covered on this show. Remember the other one?
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, American Mary.
Yeah.
American Mary.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
I was going through her thing yesterday. I was like, she's
She was in
American Mary.
Bones
Yeah.
with Snoop Dogg.
Oh, damn. I need to
Hell
watch
yeah.
that.
Which I've actually never seen.
No shit.
No. I remember like when that came out and wanting
Yeah.
to see it. I've never seen that.
I never saw Bones either.
Damn. We got to do that.
We're not here to talk about Bones.
You know what I
though.
did see?
We
Was Ginger
fucking-
Snaps.
You did. And this is directed by John Fawcett, who went on to create Orphan Black.
Yes.
So one of his most notable things. And Devil in Ohio, he did a couple years back, which I have not seen.
It was about you, right?
I think so. I think so. But yeah, no, like he's had quite a career for himself, and I think
Yeah, and it shows. I mean, you can tell like it's all there. It's good.
yeah.
It's a very good movie. I admittedly enjoyed it less this go around than the first time I saw it.
One thing I also really like, and I believe is intentional, and if it's not the total fruition of the idea, I see where they're going with it. Is what they do with the dad in this. Mm-hmm. Like hardly has a line, very mawkish, very like I don't want to say like controlled by his wife, but like very just like going along.
Passive,
Yeah, and that relationship, like clearly they have, because when Mimi Rogers, who I love that she's in this movie, and when she finds out that they killed a girl, they're like, we're just going to leave. Your dad will be fine.
We're gonna burn the house down.
We're going to
Yeah.
burn the house down.
we'll kill him. He'll be fine.
I did.
Yeah.
I did love that message that I think the movie was trying to say, but this was my read. That it's like if you are a teenager watching this movie, like open up to your parents, you'd be surprised what their response could be.
Sure.
Like you
Yeah,
know,
I
if you-
agree entirely.
You know?
Yeah.
Like because like that was awesome when she was like, "I'll burn that fucking house down." Like you did something bad, but I'll have you run away before they take you away.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Like
Yeah.
have a ride or die mom like that. Like that's pretty cool.
I kind of want to watch that movie. I don't know what the sequel is about.
Yeah.
I
know
know.
what's
Will they
that
blow up
movie.
the house and
Yeah.
just go on the run?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That would be great. Let's just talk about it. What do we think of the werewolf?
I was going to say you have an assignment.
Pardon?
You have an assignment.
Okay.
We need to balance. You need to pick a furry boy. Because we got two skinny ass, slimy naked boys.
Oh,
You got to pick a furry boy to balance it out.
skinny ass slap. Well, here, so we've done.
I love the face. I love the design. Why I wanted hairy.
Yeah.
It looks like hard plastic. Like we need some fur on this thing.
Especially like when her first transformation is fur coming out of the
Yeah.
cuts.
Yeah, that was gross.
That
That
was
made me
great.
weird.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved
also, the
it.
nails looked great.
Oh yeah,
And
nails are
when
great.
she finally gets her like little snoot thing,
Yeah.
love the snoot thing.
Oh, that was the hottest.
eye.
Oh, this is going to be a tough door to close for me.
You know what? Same. Same.
When she gets her hot snout.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about that tail though?
Oh, the tail is so funny.
Tail's wonderful.
Tail's
so
I
funny
love-
because it's disgusting.
I love how disgusting and wonderful the tail is.
And like just fleshy.
Yeah.
She's got to tape it to her leg.
But yeah, what did you think of the werewolf?
I love it for its boots on the ground. We got a good head and some scotch tape. Let's make this work. Because this time I couldn't unsee like the wheelies in Return to Oz. Because it's definitely just a guy on all fours
Yes.
who is facing down, but there's this werewolf piece on his head.
Uh-huh.
So like it was tough being able to like see his knees and believe that they were werewolf knees. And like his shoulders and believe. So that was a little tough, but
John, do these look like werewolf knees?
Yeah, it's great, eh? Roll film.
but I love that head. The head does work.
The head's fantastic.
The head-
I think it would all work if you just slapped on some fur.
Slap some
little bit
fur
more
on
fur.
her.
Get some fur on this furry boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a simple man, but I want my werewolves furry.
I know. I did love the early attack when she got bitten by the werewolf in that chase scene where it gets obliterated by that fucking van.
I loved that. I do
Yeah.
like how they play with the werewolf rules
Oh yeah.
a bit. Yeah, like I like the idea of like you can obliterate it with a van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will also
Yeah.
kill it.
yeah.
Or the silver belly button ring.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I love
Which is
that.
like
so clever.
another silly like analogy for teen girls or
Yeah.
people stuff. Is like, yeah, get a belly button ring.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
You can do a self-piercing.
I like the idea that they like had a cure. I think that's just
Yeah.
an interesting.
I'm getting the feeling that like the moon thing is like kind of only sometimes in werewolf lore. Like it's like not really
like-
a thing.
it
It's
feels like one of the first things that get thrown out.
I think
When you're like,
Well, it's like I think that's like I think you find that more in like classic folklore.
I think that's
Yeah.
why they throw it out first, is because it is like the rule, and so everyone who wants to make werewolf movies got to be like, well, we're gonna do our own spin on it, and we're gonna play with the rules. Rule one that we get rid of, and everyone's like, the moon, like
Maybe.
yeah,
Probably.
yeah, the moon. So I think they just throw it out to be interesting, but I like the moon.
the moon's fucking awesome.
I like
Great
the moon,
concept. I love the moon.
and
and this
I-
one kind of does adhere to that.
yeah, like she
like
got
the full
bit
moon
on
happens
the full moon.
on Halloween-ish, and like that's
That's when she would fully turn.
Yeah.
But it wasn't clear if she would have turned back
Yes.
or if this is just her new
Yes.
her new life. But one thing that this movie did that I do appreciate, and I really appreciate in all werewolf movies, especially werewolf, but also vampire, is make it unattractive to have the werewolf or the vampire curse.
Yes.
It drives
Don't
me,
make it cool.
it drives me nuts when movies make it seem like make it fine,
You mean like a little thing called Twilight?
like Twilight. Like, well, those aren't werewolves, but you know what I mean. Like anytime you feel like. Yeah, but it does. But Twilight does that to vampires. You watch that and you're like, oh, it's not so bad. No, it's a fucking curse. It's a horrible existence.
Yeah.
It should be portrayed as such. And this did that. So I think-
Twilight. Twilight is a twink army that turns into dire wolves.
A twink army that turns into dire wolves.
Yeah, they're shapeshifters. They're not werewolves.
yeah.
That's true.
That's good. No, I agree. I do agree. I love playing with the balance though. Like I love the seductive nature of these things, but I think it's very crucial to have you fuck with this, it comes with some bad shit too. Thing to it. So yeah, I like the balance. This is very much a curse.
Very, very much. Oh, off the tail alone.
Yeah.
is- oh. Yeah. Caleb was even like, well, the shot where she gets out of bed, Caleb was like, oh, God.
Oh, the
It's
tail.
just hanging out.
I know. I also like that the drug dealers, even if the science is bullshit, like too smart for this movie and his own good.
I love how smart he is.
Like-
I like playing, and it plays with a lot of those teen movie tropes.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate. Like, the drug dealer is actually very helpful and very
Yeah.
bright.
Yeah.
Probably the best guy in the
But
movie.
also just hanging back at the party.
Yeah. Weighing his weed.
Yeah. or just like reading. He was just reading.
He's a businessman.
That-
Yeah. Uh-oh. He's like, I would read at these parties.
That was me in college.
Weighing weed and
Were you a drug
reading
dealer?
books.
No, but I would sit in my because I was in a fraternity, right? I'd sit in my they would have like a rager, right?
Yeah.
Occasionally there'd be like a rager that would happen, or like everybody would. I was with Maddie, right? Everybody invite they'd have like all these people running around, and I would just basically I'd be like, nope, and then I'd sit in my room and either read or watch horror movies,
Okay,
or weigh my weed.
But would
That's a real thing that I used to do.
here's the thing: would you
Just for fun.
would you invite people to that party and then go? You know what? Never mind.
Yes.
That's crazy.
he would
That's crazy.
he would
behavior.
read a book until he read the name of a horror movie. Then he would go listen to the Rob Zombie song that sampled
Yep.
that horror movie. Then he would watch the movie.
That is literally a thing that happened a particular night. I can remember it distinctly.
This is
Yeah.
crazy.
Uh-huh.
I can't even parody you. You're parodying yourself.
The amount of times that we'd be having a party and I'd be sitting in my room just drinking by myself, smoking and listening to music, right?
That's
or
amazing.
watching TV. And the amount of times that I'd see a friend walk by and be like, "Yo, can I hang out with you?" And
Oh.
yeah, and they'd
I
come
thought
and
you
sit
were saying,
down.
like, hey, there are 18 girls scissoring each other downstairs. Why are you not downstairs watching this?
Wrong frat house.
18 girls scissoring. each
Wrong
other.
frat house. There was never more than 4 women in that house, and they were all taken.
There were never more than 4 women scissoring at a time on the living room floor.
Wrong house.
Like it's society shunting, but it's 18-year-old scissoring.
Morphing together.
No, I used to when people would come when I moved out of that house and I was living in a duplex. We'd have a party, right, and invite a bunch of people over.
More like a dudeplex.
I mean, kind of, but there'd be a certain point in the night where because it would get out of control and people would start inviting their friends over. There'd be 30, 40 people in my house. I knew 10 of them.
Yeah.
And after a while, I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm done with this," and I just go over and unplug the stereo and just put Slayer on
Yeah.
Nice.
and be like,
What were they listening to?
"Not Slayer."
Ja Rule.
Yeah,
No,
cool kid
dude,
music.
they put Ja Rule on it at the gym today, and it sent me. And then Nelly, and then Cisco in order.
Oh, God, was it
Sent
song?
me.
Was it
thong
Yeah, it was the
song?
thong
I mean, that's
song.
all. What else are you gonna?
What
put on?
other song is
It's
that?
Wild Wild West, I guess, but that's
But
Drew Hill. So.
but you just stand there. The amount it would take 30 seconds for people to be like, "Oh, I think that means that we're supposed to not be here anymore."
Yeah. So anyway, Cody's proved your point wrong. There are people who throw parties and then don't attend them.
This guy also just has a thing to maintain. I feel like he's like, I got a business, I got rapport with these other children in this town.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, he doesn't take the bait from the girl who clearly wants it from him. He's like, no, I can't. I'm not here. I'm not jail baiting anyone. He's like, I just got a business. I sell you drugs. I throw ragers. I read in the back and weigh my weed. That's what I do.
Yep.
Cure lycanthropy is what I do.
Yeah, he did. He found a cure to lycanthropy.
Yeah.
Which is quite remarkable and groundbreaking.
I love how quickly this movie gets to lycanthrope. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah. Like, are you thinking what I'm
immediate.
thinking?
Yeah.
Like lycanthrope? Yeah.
I do really appreciate that because while watching it, I was thinking about how much I hate in movies when they take so long for the character to learn it's a werewolf and we all know it's a werewolf. Get there quick.
Yeah.
I don't need 20 minutes of what's happening to
true.
me.
And then the big
You're
moment,
a werewolf. We know. Let's go past that part.
and then the big reveal. We're like, "Oh my god, it's a werewolf!"
yeah,
And that's an hour in. You're like, "We know, we know."
We know
it
why
was
we're
in every
here.
fucking trailer. I'm here because of a
The
werewolf.
moon is called the movie's called Wolf.
It should be in the
And the
first
poster has a moon on it.
In the first 7 minutes, the characters should know they're werewolves, and let's just go from there.
It's true. It's true.
So this did not fuck around too much with that.
Did not.
It was very obvious very early, and they leaned into that, which I really appreciate.
Yep.
Well, Lucas, why did you pick this movie?
If you had been listening about 15 minutes earlier, it was because I had never seen it before.
No, I know, but what drew you to this one specifically?
Well,
Just because you hadn't seen it, or
And his other pick was impossible to watch.
Yeah.
so,
I picked an
so
impossible
these two
movie.
options were Ginger Snaps or The Howling 2?
No.
No. Remember he picked the
Something-
the Mexican
Oh, that's
horror
right.
movie?
Could not find.
That's
That's impossible.
Oh,
to
I forgot
stream.
about that.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
So that's how we ended up on this.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
I just
so-
realized it's a bigger one. Kind of want to do Werewolf in London, or Paris or American Werewolf.
There's both of those things that exist.
I know all
Wherever
three.
he is.
But I think you're talking
of
about
those.
American Werewolf in London.
Yes. But yeah, like I said before, it's just this widely loved movie I had never seen before. It's on like every werewolf list, and so I thought we would be remiss to not finally get this movie in here talking about werewolves.
I was sure that we had done it.
Yeah. Which
What?
has been on the periphery of our show for
Yeah.
5 years
And
now.
I think every time we had been saving it for a werewolf
Probably.
thing.
I can't believe they made 3 of these fuckers.
yeah.
I know.
Are they
How
good?
do you do a sequel?
No
I
idea.
don't know. I think the third one is like a
a
Rise
pre-
of the
it's a prequel.
Lycans prequel sort of situation.
But it's with them in it.
Rise
Yeah.
of the Lycans.
yeah, like it takes place like the 1700s. or
Yes.
something.
That's right.
I love that.
That's fucking right.
It's just them in the 1700s.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. How do you do a sequel?
I don't know what the sequel's like at all.
How could you? She stabs her. Unless it's just like, it just picks up right where it ends, and, and she's just like, ow! Stop!
yeah. It's very clear that she kills her sister in this.
She does.
It's a pretty downer of an ending, really.
It's a huge downer of an ending.
Which is
Ginger
tough.
Snaps 2 is directed by the guy who did A Christmas Horror Story.
Oh no shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Fucking wow.
infinitely more interested.
It actually has not bad letterboxd ratings. 3.1.
Wow.
Wow, that's
it's
pretty good.
watchable.
Wow, watchable.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
Yeah,
for
it's a
something
super
like that.
downer ending.
Yeah, which like I don't see how you get out of that.
No.
I mean, I guess if the big fucking monster's still there when the authorities arrive, then maybe you're getting out of it
Yeah.
because it's a big fucking monster.
Yeah, it was unclear if it's going to turn back into back into her.
Yeah, you take the ending as more metaphorical as opposed to what actually happens to these really damaged and sad people.
Well, no, I think she gets
Well, yes.
straight to the loony bin, and she's there forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I fully understand, if there is any meaning, but anything bigger behind her killing her sister other than just that was this situation she was put in, and isn't that tragic and sad?
Yeah.
But it's she's faced with the choice of do I cure her or do I kill her?
Mm-hmm.
And she chose kill. That's dark.
Yeah,
I don't know and I don't know what to do with that.
There's something to be said for it's not just we take it for this coming of age, a woman coming into her own pubescent phase and dealing with that. But this is also kind of taking it and spiraling it into a girl who has chronic depression and wants to kill herself. Because this is a movie about girls who are planning to kill themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's this girl is then resorting to sex and drugs. She maybe just wants to kill herself, she's just spiraling and is going
Right.
to die. So the fact that the Bridget at the end says, I'm not going to die with you, when that was the whole plan. And Ginger rubs it in her face at one point. It's you said we were out together, So I think
Right.
there's something to the spiraling sister where the other one chooses to not go down that route because she is also a werewolf.
yes,
She was turning.
that is true.
So she was dabbling in that stuff.
Werewolfism.
Yeah. So she could have went down there.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Where she's fully werewolf, so she's just gonna, I'm not going down this road with you
Yeah.
anymore. And it's you have to cut those people out of your life, kind
Yeah.
of when they're too far gone.
Yeah. And it's sad because there's
It
a
is sad.
series fucking gone.
That is a tragic thing you have to do. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes people, end up making choices that you just can't go. As much as you want to help them, you can't go down that road with them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad.
Dang. I think we did it.
I think we did it.
How we feel about Ginger Snaps? We still got stuff to uncover for this bad boy.
No.
Feel good? Feeling good?
I think
Yeah, I feel
pretty
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the movie.
Yeah. Time to rate this bitch?
The she bitch.
Yeah. I'll give this film one full short sentence. Because this film's title is a sentence, a full complete sentence, and I like that. Ginger Snaps. It's great. I love that.
Yeah,
It's a little too cute,
I was
but
going
I
to
like
say there was not one cookie.
0 cookies.
Yeah.
Did
So
anybody
cookies.
else think for years before they saw this that this might be about cookies?
I thought it was a Christmas movie.
I mean,
Yes.
before I saw it, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was about cookies before.
I
Yeah.
still, I
Or
still
being a
only
kid
think of
thinking that.
cookies when I hear the title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, totally.
I don't. I just think of werewolf movie.
This is the 70th time I've seen it, but and while it may be waning on me for like, okay, I feel like I've wrung it of its juice. Maybe we just discovered a little piece that I wasn't aware of before this viewing. So I think there's something here that will continue to speak to horror audiences, and I dig it, and it deserves to exist.
Mm-hmm. I give this film 1 stirba
How dare you?
because it's werewolf bitch. It's the only
your
other
sister's a
female werewolf I can think of.
Oh yeah, your sister. Yeah. Okay. Fuck.
Yeah, this is only my second time seeing this movie. I loved it the first time. I liked it less. Still enjoyed it this time. I'll be very interested to see what future viewings do. But I will always respect and admire it for all that it has done on its little Canadian budget.
Hell yeah.
I give this movie lots of dead dogs.
Yep.
Oh, of course. I didn't even
Yep.
think about it. Of course.
I like you, Curtis, countless times at this point that I've seen this, and I think it's been like a back and forth where like it's like a ping pong match that like I'll watch it and I'll love it and I'll watch it and then I won't love it.
Yeah.
And I think this is the first time that I've like actually been like just lukewarm about it. I think it's I having said all that, I think that it's like it deserves every bit of praise that it has. Just maybe not as much my speed as it was years ago. But still, having said that, it's a good, like, I love this as just like a comfort, like, oh, just throw this on
Yeah.
movie.
I give Ginger Snaps 1 heavy flow period.
Yeah.
Because that is for some people, but not for me. That's what I always say about that.
Showcast approved.
Yes.
Yes.
Nope.
Got 1 dissension.
1 no.
We
One
had to
dissent.
put it in there for the record.
I am going to stand by my feeling to this movie, and I feel like it's something you can skip, but
Do you-
you'd be
Yep.
okay with not having.
Let me ask you a
to.
question. I'm
Yeah.
just going to ask you point blank, okay?
Yeah.
Do you not like women?
Point blank.
Well, how much time do you have?
Lucas got engaged, everybody.
I got one.
To a woman.
To a woman.
And as far as I can tell, he didn't trick her. If anything, it feels like
Yeah.
no, I didn't. That's right, Cody. I didn't.
Well, that means we're on to the last fucking
The
movie
final movie.
of It's Not a Phase. Werewolf movies. Cody?
I have gone back and forth on this so many times.
Oh, we know.
Oh, man.
There have been
I can only imagine.
a list that started with like 25 films.
I
It's now
know.
been reduced down to just a few.
Oh.
There was even a moment where Curtis texted me and said, "There's one movie on the list
What'd
that I
you
hope you
do?
pick."
Yeah.
What'd
And
you
I was
do?
like,
This was.
and I was like, "Which one is it?" And he's like, "You're just gonna have to pick it naturally."
Yeah.
Such an ass.
And that drove me to a shadow realm of fury.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
A little
and
bit.
and
Sent him that like 11:30 p.m.
no, yes, that's
probably was.
exactly what happened. I went to bed
was.
that night
He's
thinking
like
about it.
going to
And
bed.
it was like probably 5 weeks ago.
And you're just
too,
like,
at this
yes.
point.
Great movie.
Yeah.
And every time that I ever been reminded that I have to pick a movie, I've thought about that.
Yeah.
I still have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good thought of what it
Yeah.
might be,
Yeah, you
but I'm not sure.
Okay.
And we're down to 2 choices at this point. One of those choices involves 3 hours of watch time. Another of those choices involves 90 minutes of watch time.
Amazing.
I think for the sake of the program,
Do what your heart says, man.
my heart says that we should do this because it's
He just went back. He picked the other thing.
I know.
because we're here for this.
I know.
My heart says that we should do this. I don't think this is what you were thinking. It
No,
was.
it's definitely not.
I think what you were thinking
Is-
it was Silver Bullet.
no.
Oh wow! But what I think I think that we should watch is I think that we should watch The Wolfman. Both of them.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Because what I want to watch both of those movies. Wait, I never pick a classic, and I want to watch a classic.
Yeah.
But I also want that experience of being both.
Yeah.
Because I think that will be an interesting. I think
think
it'll make for
so.
interesting discussion.
I think
make
so.
and we would be remiss if we did a series on Wolfman
And
movies
didn't do the
and did
Wolfman,
not do
right.
the Wolfman.
Well, we've done that in the past. We've done series and not done.
get
the-
to
I know,
watch-
but we need respect and
Yeah.
clout
Yeah.
now.
So it's these two. This the 1941 and the 2010.
Correct.
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
The
It just
Wolfman.
feels right.
It feels good.
It feels good.
I love it so
now,
much.
for the record, what was the movie that you wanted me to pick? Was it Good Manners? Because that was the other one.
No,
What was it?
it was Curse of the Werewolf.
Oh, I fucking okay. So you threw me for a fucking ringer because then you watched it.
Yeah, I know. That was me.
son of a bitch.
That was me giving up on
yeah,
it.
get him.
I think if I didn't watch it, you would have picked that movie.
I don't know if I would have. It was on my list,
Yeah.
but because I know that because that movie is that
Yeah.
I watched that movie for Oliver Reed,
Right.
right? But I don't know if it's a great movie.
Right. After me watching it, I was like, and knowing that you had seen it, I was like, oh yeah, maybe he doesn't.
Wait,
If you hadn't seen it, I would have put everything I ever
Yeah.
make on you
On,
picking that
yeah,
movie.
it's fucking Oliver Reed. Yeah, of course.
Olive who's read?
Wow.
You couldn't even stay with it.
So next time, listeners, you are going to hear our favorite films of this fucking year. Austin back in the shadow realm. He's like, what?
Yes, that is correct.
That's what you're going to hear next time.
our year
after
in
this.
review.
Yeah, baby. Get your lists ready.
24.
Watch all the 2024 horror movies you can get. Beezel is on Canopy. You have no excuse to not watch Beezel.
And you will have had a chance to watch a little special film that three of us have actually already seen.
Will you?
No.
No,
Yes.
I ain't
No.
seen shit.
This comes out on this. You're
You're not allowed to
December
say
27th.
that. You're not allowed
This
to
comes
say
out on
that.
the 27th. Yes,
Yeah.
you're correct.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Fuck it. Okay. so far in the past.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm making plans to watch it many times coming up.
I would like to watch it many times and be out of town that first fucking week.
That sucks.
It does suck.
It sucks a lot. But then after that, watch The Wolfman and The Wolfman. Oh God.
Hey!
Again, we're back. Oh God, you did it wrong, viewer. This is what we got, Austin.
That's
you can
the
hear
sound
it.
of Austin trying to dismantle a microphone.
He's got to do
he wants to do his thing
that you
again.
heard earlier.
I want to sign off with it. It's supposed to be a discreet round table, full circle moment. Bless you. Yes, watch The Wolfman and The Wolfman. They're both
Wait, how
called
are
The
you?
Wolfman.
Wait. How are you saying?
You heard him.
The Wolfman.
The wolf?
By the way, my grandma used
how
to
I
say
said-
it that
that's
way that was
That's how I
just
said
how
it when
she
I was
said
a
it.
kid.
The Wolfman?
You've
The
yelled at me
Wolfman.
many times for saying it like that.
The Wolfman?
The Wolfman.
Well, no, you can't call the animal a wolf.
Wolf.
No,
It's a wolf.
wolves.
It's a wolf.
No, it's a wolf.
So many rules with
But you're allowed to say the Wolfman.
Okay.
And so for next time, watch The Wolfman and The Wolfman.
Uh-huh.
And we'll see you.
We're just prepping for it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.